Hey everyone, welcome back to Red Rebel Tarot. This is going to be an all signs general messages video for the new moon in Aries. We're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces, and we're going to pull an overall energy for each sign. We're going to get some clarifications and some advice, and we're also going to pull a Rebel Oracle for each sign. We're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. Keep in mind that these are general messages, so you can apply it to any situation you have going on in your life, whether that's relationships, family, work, career, finances, friendships. So you could take it how it resonates to whatever you're going through. Also, to get a bigger message, you can look at your moon sign messages and your Venus sign messages and your rising sign messages in addition to your sun sign. So also, the timestamps for each sign will be in the description box below. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my services menu, as well as the pricing and the way to contact me, is also in the description box below. So with all that said, let's get started. Okay, first up, we have Aries. Happy birthday, Aries, and happy Aries season. Hope you guys are enjoying your birthday. Hope you guys are enjoying your season. So let's see what the new moon messages are for you. Okay, what is the overall energy for Aries for their new moon? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. So you could be having an important conversation, or you could be communicating or getting some sort of news. This is very straightforward, direct, to the point, and something of significance, whether this is something new that you're checking out or a new beginning that you're having. So we'll definitely see the significance of that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, for some of you, you could be hearing from someone from your past with the Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups talks about the past and the Ace of Swords talks about truth, conversation. So you could be getting some sort of truth about the past, or someone from the past reaches out to you. If it's not that, it could just be that you're going to be having a emotionally difficult conversation with the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups talks about sorrow, sadness, regret, guilt. So there could be some information that comes to the surface that maybe you're not so proud of, or maybe you're not so happy about, but there is a silver lining. With the Five of Cups, there's always a silver lining. And with the Ace of Swords, there's the truth. So we'll definitely see what this is about. Okay, what is this Ace of Swords about for Aries? Okay. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. So the opposite of what the Five of Cups was. This talks about feeling confident, feeling good. So if this is communication from someone from your past with the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck before, hearing from that person with this Nine of Cups could make you feel good. So there's that. What I also find funny too with this Nine of Cups, like every time I do the general messages videos, every time it's a sign's birthday season, they always pull the Nine of Cups. So I guess maybe this is you planning, trying to plan and get some sort of thing going for your birthday. We also have the Judgment and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this could be that with this Judgment here, this is, again, this may not be for all of you, but for those of you that may resonate with someone from the past, I think it's possible that you could hear from someone, because with this Nine of Cups and the Judgment and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Swords, I kind of feel like if you are hearing from someone from your past, I feel like it's going to make you feel really, really good. You're going to feel fulfilled, confident. It'll just kind of boost you up for your birthday season. And with the Judgment here, it talks about making a decision or giving second chances. So you could give a second chance to somebody that you were on the outs with. The only thing is here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that kind of talks about wastefulness or wasting your time, things becoming monotonous or boring. So, just be mindful that you're not making any decisions where you're sort of looping yourself back into, an old pattern or the same old, same old. And I know the Aries don't like same old, but putting aside the past storyline or person, I kind of just feel like in general, for those that don't resonate with that, there could be some sort of information, truth, or clarity or conversation taking place that does in fact make you feel good. There could be some sorrow to it, but I think with the Nine of Cups here, it wants you to focus on the positive and focus on how you can benefit from it, like what aspects of it can make you feel good, make you feel fulfilled. And I feel like there is a decision here. We're going to clarify what that is. But again, you just want to make sure with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse that, again, you're not being wasteful. You're not, doing things repetitively that aren't working. So bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like maybe you were stressed about some sort of news or information, and maybe you were thinking worst case scenario, but really it's actually best case scenario with the Nine of Cups. So I think whatever conversation this is or whatever truth this is, I think it's actually going to, I think initially you were maybe having a pessimistic outlook on it, but it actually may turn out to be pretty positive. All right, let's see. What is this Judgment about? Okay, let's get one more. Okay. Okay, so for Judgment, we have the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, I really feel like for some of you, like you could be hearing from someone. It could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a family member, it could be anybody. I feel like you may hear from somebody, and I think that hearing from them is going to make you happy. But at the same time, I think part of you doesn't really know what to say back with the King of Swords in reverse, and you sort of have your defenses up with the Nine of Wands. I kind of feel like you're sort of on the defense. Like you're happy to, you're happy to talk to this person, but I guess like not without your boundaries and not without your limits. Maybe you are a little bit angry at this person, or this person could be a little angry, has been angry at you with the King of Swords in reverse. But I think overall, like with the Sun here, I think this is actually going to revive your spirit and give you some sort of optimism that not all is lost, and to still persevere and stick in there, even when you feel like you don't want to with the King of Swords in reverse. So for some of you too, like this could just be something else going on in your life where you get some sort of news, you get some sort of clarity or information, and maybe you're having a moment to have a second chance at something, or you're having a moment where you have to make a really important decision. And I think that this decision is a big deal with the Sun card here, and with Judgment. I think this is a big deal and it's a big decision. And I think you are a little bit skeptical about it with the Nine of Wands. And there is some sort of hesitancy about executing whatever this is, or responding to whatever this is with the King of Swords in reverse. But I think that this is something that is really, really positive and it could have a really good impact on your life. So that's good. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of hesitancy coming from your end, or maybe if this isn't you, whatever energy you're interacting with this Ace of Swords, like whoever you're communicating with, you could feel that there is a little bit of hesitancy, or it could be a little bit of selfishness too with the King of Pentacles in reverse. But I also think too, when it comes to this decision with the Judgment, I think you could be doing things from a very selfish place, or you're just trying to figure out like how you can benefit the most in the situation. And I'm not really sure if you're considering the other party here, or if you're just sort of like looking out for yourself in some way. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, what is this Eight of Pentacles in reverse about? Oh, okay. Okay, we have clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, which is your energy, and the Ace of Wands. So I kind of feel that you're sort of in the mood. You don't want to take things too seriously with all these pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're just sort of in the mood to have more fun, to be more lighthearted with the Sun here, with the Nine of Cups, with the Ace of Wands, I kind of feel like you're not really in a mood to commit or to take responsibility for something. I feel like there is a little element of laziness with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, with the King of Wands in reverse, because this is your energy. I kind of just feel like maybe you're also like being more patient, allowing the right opportunities or the right offers or the right people to come towards you. Like you kind of feel like you don't have to put in this work, or you don't have to do too much. Like maybe you're sort of, maybe it's just that you're taking a back seat. Like it may not necessarily be hesitancy like I was saying before, but it could just be that you're taking more of a backseat approach, because I think you, with this Ace of Swords, like, you know, something that you want is coming to you, and all you need to do is just hang in there, be patient, and be discerning with the judgment about what opportunities or what relationships or what people or what offers are most suitable for you, and that feel, where you feel, you know, that are in alignment with who you are. Because I feel like with the King of Wands in reverse, it's like that's the opposite of you. That's like you not feeling like yourself. So I feel like you're craving more excitement, you're craving more creativity, more passion, more adventure, and you just kind of, you're not really in the mood to take things too seriously or have too much of a responsibility. You just kind of want to have fun. And I get it, like, it is your birthday. So maybe you're planning some sort of, you're trying to, you know, make some sort of plan as far as celebrating your birthday. Or if it's not that, maybe you're in talks for a new job and you're waiting for a final decision from an employer, or they're waiting on a final decision from you. So, and maybe there is some sort of skepticism if you're going to get this job, or if you're going to get this opportunity, if you're going to connect with a certain person. But I think overall, this is actually really positive. I think you just want to, like, you don't want to commit to something unless it's fun, lighthearted, adventurous. Like, you just don't want too much responsibility. And I feel like you're just sort of bored with the same old, like you want something different. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, again, like I was saying, I think you're avoiding responsibility. And I also think, like, you don't want to make things too big of a deal. Like, you just want to, not like discreetly, but like you just don't want to make a big deal about what it is that you want. I think you're more so patient. And I think maybe you need to get more clear on what it is that you want, because with the King of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, that talks about like maybe someone who doesn't know what they want to execute or what they want to initiate or go for. But with the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like getting clear on what that is. So maybe you're in the process of getting clear on what it is that you want to go after, or what you're willing to accept. And until then, that's when you make big changes. Okay, let's get one card for advice. That was quick, okay. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think it's basically saying too, with all these Pentacles in reverse, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Kings in reverse, I kind of just feel like you don't feel like you owe anybody anything. I think it's basically saying too that you don't. Like, I don't think it's basically saying like you don't really owe, like you don't need to give more than you're getting, or you don't need to overgive, or you don't need to do any more work than you have been. I think taking this back seat that in this energy that you're in, I think is actually, this advice is supporting that. So if you're in a space where you're waiting and you're being patient and you're working, you're figuring out what it is you want and trying to get information and get clear on something, especially if you're dealing with other energy where you feel like you've done enough or you've done your part and you're waiting for the other end of that to reciprocate or to respond, then you're doing the right thing. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you don't feel like you need to give, again, all these Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you just don't really feel like you need to give anything. And I think, you know, again, this is supporting your receiving mode. It's supporting your waiting period. So I think until the right moment or the right offer or the right opportunity or the right person comes through, that's when you can, you know, make an effort. But I also, maybe other people sort of owe you their time or owe you money or owe you something, and you're just sort of waiting for that. And again, it is your birthday, and the Six of Pentacles also talks about gifts, and it's in reverse. So it's kind of like maybe you're waiting on receiving some sort of gift. So let's get one Rebel Oracle to close it off. Okay, you have step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer, get some. Yeah, for your birthday, go all out. The calories don't count on your birthday, Aries. So that was your reading. Hope that helped and resonated with you. Happy, happy, happy birthday again, and happy Aries season. Let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see. What is the overall energy for you for this new moon in Aries? Okay, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there could be a very important decision that you need to make in terms of your life path or a career path or some sort of direction you want to take that you envisioned for yourself, maybe for the season, or maybe, you know, with something big coming up. Maybe you're looking to choose a new direction with something. And I think that maybe there is a decision or some sort of circumstance that you didn't see coming with the Two of Wands in reverse, and your attention is being diverted to whatever this is. Also, you could, I think it's also too, like with the Two of Wands in reverse, you just want to make sure you think through and you plan accordingly, or you have some sort of strategy or idea in mind in order to move forward on something. Because if not, with the Two of Wands in reverse, sometimes that could talk about bad planning or unforeseen events or circumstances. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel like a lack of planning or strategy could just be, it could just sort of put a damper on plans, or it could put a damper on some sort of project or some sort of idea or path that you're taking. So I think this is more so of like a warning, like maybe take some time to really think and brainstorm what it is you want to do. This way you can achieve the best possible outcome. And this way you can make your dreams or your wishes, you know, come to fruition. This way there's no disappointment. Okay. Let's see, what is this Two of Wands in reverse? Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, okay, so what's interesting is you have the two twos in reverse, and you have the Ten of Wands, which talks about it could be a big burden or just a lot of baggage, or you just putting in a lot of energy and a lot of work into something. And with the Six of Wands reverse and the Two of Pentacles reverse, it's kind of like, I feel like I was saying, I think a lack of planning can sort of bring about some sort of disappointment, or, you know, something not going the right way with the Six of Wands in reverse. I feel like maybe too, like, not planning or leaving something to the last minute could just make it, just could put more pressure on yourself. Like, I feel like you're going to be putting, you know, unnecessary pressure on yourself if you leave something to the last minute, or if you don't strategize. And I think a lack of preparation there, I think, could just make everything very chaotic. Things may not go to plan, or it just may feel like everything is just like not working out, or it could feel like you're missing the mark in some way. And with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, things could just feel off or imbalanced or inconsistent. It just feels like everything kind of just feels like all over the place, and you're going to feel like you need to be at 10 places at once, or you need to have, you know, you're wearing too many hats, or you're putting your finger in too many pies. So it's just kind of warning you to sort of prep for something. This way you're not left in like disarray as a result, or you're not overwhelmed. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is your energy. I definitely think, you know, grounding yourself, really coming back to yourself to really get clear and really get, you know, serious on what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you need to do. And, you know, procrastinating too is not advised here. So anything that you're putting off or anything that you're leaving to the last minute, better to get ahead than to fall behind. So, okay. Let's see. What is the Six of Wands in reverse? Okay. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so it kind of just, I kind of feel like you're feeling like no matter what you do, whether you plan or you don't, but again, I think it's encouraging you to plan this way. Again, you're more organized at the time. But some of you, maybe you feel like planning, sometimes over planning or planning too much kind of sabotages you or puts you in a situation where things get even more complicating. So maybe some of you are tired of planning, and that's also what I'm getting. Like maybe some of you that are used to planning, like you're just tired of it, and maybe you're just like, all right, let me try a new strategy. Let me try not planning and just kind of going with it. But again, you know, there are challenges that come with that as well. So you may find yourself up against it in that sense too. But I kind of feel like whether you buckle down and plan, or you try something different and you just kind of wing it, I feel like no matter what you do, it's kind of like you feel like one step forward, 10 steps back, because the Ten of Cups is like the ultimate happy situation. And the Page of Cups, and then what's after the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Cups is in reverse, which goes back to the Page of Cups. So it's like, as soon as you make some sort of progress on your path, it's like, then you find some sort of thing, you come across some sort of obstacle or challenge that like sets you a couple steps back. So I think you're definitely, maybe you need to reroute or reevaluate like which path you're taking to achieve this happiness, to achieve this fulfillment. And that's okay if it takes you a couple of tries, like trial and error is fine. So you may find yourself in this trial and error process, especially with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I think as long as you don't give up with this Ten of Wands, you don't give up, you still, you make it to the finish line, even if it is a little delayed. I think as long as you persevere, you will get to the destination and you will achieve this happiness and this fulfillment that you're looking for. It just may take some planning or re-strategizing, rerouting, but don't let that discourage you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you're going to move past whatever was disappointing. I think this will also show you where maybe you have previously missed the mark. But I also feel like this is helping you see like where you've made mistakes and how you can do better moving forward. Or overcome some sort of challenge as well. Let's get the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, let's get one more. It's too many. They wanted to stay, but no. Too many. Let's try that again. Okay. Ooh, okay. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, I really think it's coming down to the fact that you need to make a decision on what it is that you feel, like what motivates you, what excites you. And I see your determination and I see your willingness to persevere. I feel like you're probably very exhausted in the process, but I see you really pushing forward, working hard, putting in all of your energy. And I think that as long as you follow your passion, follow your heart, follow your desires, like that will put you in alignment to what is worth investing in, to what your path is supposed to be. So I feel like as long as you follow your heart and you follow, your inner compass as far as like what motivates you, what excites you, I think you're going to find your happiness and the success that you're looking for. Now, in terms of a relationship, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Oh, and then at the bottom, and then underneath that, we have the Seven of Swords. And then underneath that, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. But if this is in terms of a person, I kind of feel like maybe you're sort of feeling like you made the wrong decision on who you should pursue. So maybe you had two potential options, and maybe you're starting to feel like the person that you chose isn't really the right person, and you're putting in all this work, and the person that you chose or the path that you chose, which with whatever relationship, it just is taking a big toll on you physically, energetically. And I feel like it's starting to feel like you're doing all the work, or you're putting in all the effort and it's just not really going the way you envisioned with this person. And it just sort of is starting to feel like a failed connection, or that there's too much drama, too much chaos. Maybe this person's a little immature with the Page of Cups. There could be a child involved for some of you. But if not, it just kind of feels like you make progress with this person and then you're like taking 5 steps back. But I think you're trying, like, try your best not to force making a situation be what you want it to be if it really in reality is not manifesting that way. And I think it's just become too much for you to balance. Whether, I think, you know, dating multiple people has become a lot, but I also think that with this 2 of Pentacles in reverse, I think that maybe, you know, getting involved in this relationship has thrown your life in some way off balance, and you're just trying to realign yourself and feel good. So I feel like if this is also, you know, within terms of a relationship, I kind of feel like you made you need to reevaluate your decision and really go for the option, or go for the person or the relationship that you're most attracted to, that makes you feel excited, that, you know, revives your spirit, and follow your heart and see where it leads, especially with this Page of Cups. Even though the Knight of Cups is in reverse, I think a big thing here is to follow your heart. And I think that you're willing to put in a lot of work and a lot of energy to make something work, but I don't know if you're, with the person that you're, let's say, that you've chosen, I feel like you're putting up a big fight and you're giving it your all, but this person may not be giving anything back. And I think as a result, it's like draining you, it's hurting you. You've been put through a lot. And I think that, you know, it doesn't have to be this hard. Like, yes, relationships are work, but I think in terms of this frustration that you're up against, I don't, you know, it doesn't make sense. And it's also like, it's showing you how to get in alignment, and maybe it's showing you like whichever option it makes you feel like you're in a reciprocal balanced connection, and it feels like it just flows and it's natural. Like, that's where you should go. So if you're, you know, loosely involved and you're juggling between 2 people and it's time for you to make a decision, you know, just be very practical and just keep that in mind. Like, where's your energy going? Where is the reciprocity? Where does it feel natural? Who feels like, follow your heart and see which one, you know, calls to you most. And then that's the one you can commit to. That's the path you can take. That's the relationship you can invest in. So I feel like you're just sort of in the midst of like testing the waters, but you could make an impulsive decision that you may be like, fuck, like, what did I get myself into? So just make sure to take your time, like, not take your time to a point where it's like you're leading somebody on, but enough where you get to know who you're dealing with, so you can make it a well-informed decision as far as who you want to invest in. And back to the bottom of the deck with the 2 of Cups, with the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Cups, I kind of just feel like you're really trying to make a relationship work. And I think it's like you're sort of, I don't know if it's that you're in denial, but I feel like someone that you're dealing with just may not be the right person for your future, or you may have chosen the wrong path here. And I think maybe you're trying to find a way out, or someone in the equation is trying to find a way out. But I think that, and you could be between 2 people, but yeah, I definitely think that playing your cards right, no pun intended, in terms of dating, especially if you are not tied down to someone and you have that wiggle room to sort of, you know, make a final decision with who you want to pursue, like where it's early enough to sort of make that decision. You just want to make sure you make the best decision that aligns with your emotions and aligns with, you know, where you feel it's most natural and most authentic. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I think whether this is a work thing or another type of life thing or a relationship of any kind, I think setting strict boundaries and having clear intentions and following through on your responsibility and communicate, you know, just really communicating effectively and clearly and being very intentional, I think that will definitely help you through whatever this is. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like once you set clear intentions, like you don't have to, again, force things or overexert yourself. Like there's no reason for that, because I see that you're putting in a lot of energy and a lot of hard work here. But I think as long as you, again, say your piece, you speak clearly, you're very, you're intentional, you're clear, I think that's all you need to do that's all that's needed in order to bring this situation into alignment and bring about the success that you're looking to achieve. Okay, let's see. What is the Rebel Oracle to close it off? This is funny. You have make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you're at, then stop taking yourself there. Yeah, so maybe this is like a repetitive thing that you find yourself making the same decision in different situations or in different relationships. And I think maybe this is just like a lesson that you need to learn in order to, like I said, get yourself back into alignment and put yourself on the right path to whatever it is that you'd like to achieve. So hope that reading helped and resonated with you, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see, what are the new moon messages for you? What is the overall energy for Gemini for the new moon in Aries? Okay, we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you could be a little emotionally drained or just emotionally detached, closed off, tired. So, or feeling just a general feeling of unfulfillment. So we'll definitely see what this is about. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But what's interesting is underneath that, we have the 10 of Cups. And then underneath that, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. And the High Priestess. I could just like do this whole deck for you. Okay. I just kind of feel, if you could see all this, I kind of just feel like you're feeling emotionally drained or you're just exhausted because maybe you just feel like a situation or a relationship or job just feels really, really unstable with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But I think the thing is like you want your ultimate happiness with the 10 of Cups here. But some sort of offer just doesn't feel like it's enough. Or maybe you feel like your stability or something that's owed to you or some sort of abundance is delayed. But I also think here you are with the Lovers, which is your card. I think as long as you come back to yourself and you put yourself back into alignment, new fulfilling offers that you really, really want will come to you. But with the High Priestess, I just feel like in the midst of all this, it's like hard for you to see it. So I think this is you're just so tired of the up and down or the instability or the uncertainty of things. And I think you just want more for yourself. I don't blame you. Don't we all, right? Okay, let's see. What is the King of Cups in reverse about? Okay. Ooh, okay. So we have the Chariot, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. So I'm sort of feeling like if this is a work thing or, some sort of, thing that you're bidding on, some of you can be bidding on property or trying to sell or buy something. Some of you could be trying to purchase a new car. Some of you could also be looking to travel or move. I just kind of feel like maybe you're just unfulfilled where you're at. And you just want your freedom. Like you just want to move forward. You want to progress. But I just feel like whatever you come across or whatever is offered to you, like you're just not satisfied with it with the Four of Cups. And I think you're just really, really stressed out with the Nine of Swords. You could be sleep deprived, especially with the King of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Swords. I think some of you could be really sleep deprived and just anxious and stressed out because just something isn't fulfilling you or making you feel abundant. And then it's just causing a lot of instability and restlessness. Now, for some of you, in terms of a relationship, I kind of feel like you're just closing off emotionally or you're detaching from somebody, or you could be losing feelings for somebody and you just want to set yourself free and you want to move forward because you just feel like maybe this person is too unstable or they're non-committal and it's just causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's making you also maybe feel rejected or you could be rejecting this person because they're just not giving you what you need. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Yeah, I just think that no matter what this is, like, you just want to thrive, you want to feel good, you want to be successful, you want to grow, expand, you want to be acknowledged. And it just may feel that that's difficult right now, but it's on the horizon. Yeah, also too, with this Empress in terms of relationships, you could sort of feel that maybe you fell for you fell for the spell with somebody, someone who's really, really attractive that you thought was commitment material, maybe really isn't. Or maybe you're just working on your confidence, maybe working on sprucing up your looks with the Empress. Some of you the Empress could also talk about pregnancy. So maybe some of you are trying to become pregnant and it may just be very difficult, or it's maybe something that's very stressful. So let's see. Okay. What is this Chariot about? I want to get all of these. Okay. Okay, we have the Temperance card, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, I just kind of feel that you may be feeling that things are moving too slow, or they're dragging out, or that you're wasting your energy, or that you're wasting your time. I just feel like you're really frustrated because you feel like things aren't moving fast enough, or maybe you feel like you're missing out on something with this Four of Cups and the Chariot with these cards here. Maybe you feel like you're missing opportunities, or the opportunities that you want are just so hard to come by, or they're just taking forever. And you're just like, go, 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 go. But like, maybe you also feel unrecognized or unseen or undervalued or underestimated in some way. So if that's a job, like maybe, you're just job hunting and you're exhausted, or your job has you working overtime and you're exhausted and you just want your freedom. Maybe you just want some time off and you're working overtime and you're stressed, and maybe work is affecting your sleep schedule in some way, and you just really need time to regroup and refresh and recalibrate because you're overworked and you just need to replenish your energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so some of you could be moving too with Chariot here. And we had the Ten of Pentacles in reverse before and the Four of Wands in reverse. Some of you just may be drained by a moving process, whether that's local or, abroad, or, to another state, another country, another neighborhood, anything. You could be, house hunting and really frustrated and trying to find the right fit. Like maybe you feel like you're putting offers on a home or, for a mortgage or an apartment, and you just keep getting denied, or the process itself is just taking forever, and you just really want to be settled in somewhere. For others of you, in terms of a relationship, I just kind of feel like you just want to separate and break free from a marriage or a commitment because maybe you're just being, like I said, underappreciated, ignored, rejected, or you're just so emotionally drained, and maybe you just need some space right now. Okay, let's get the Four of Cups. So we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you just don't want, there's certain people or there's certain things that you don't want to get involved with. I think you're disconnecting and you're detaching and you're walking away from people, places, or things that you just don't trust, or that you just don't feel like are worth the investment or worth your time, worth your energy. I think you're being very picky, which is good, and very discerning, which Gemini, you guys are very discerning, with who you invest your time, energy, money, emotions into. And I think that's actually really smart. You could be a little antisocial right now. Maybe you just want, your space as well. And I think you just you don't have time or energy to deal with difficult people, or, anything that's just not working or not solid. If it can't guarantee you stability or commitment or security, you're out. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you know what you want and you just haven't come into contact with it yet. And that's okay. with the Temperance here, it just may require you to have some more patience. And I know that's probably just really agitating to hear, especially when you're antsy and you're restless and you're stressed and, you know, a process is just dragging out. I know that's like really annoying to say, but the cards are telling me to relay the message to you. So I think as long as you are clear and you know what you want, and you know, you keep following whatever feels right to you, you're on the right path and you'll be fine. Okay, let's get this Nine of Swords. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're worried if like your hard work is going to pay off, or if an investment is going to move forward, or if things are going to move in the right direction as far as work or a home or a move. And I think everything is going to be fine. I feel like you're worrying unnecessarily. I think you're putting in, you know, you're doing what you need to do because, again, like you're exhausted. I feel like you've been doing everything you possibly can to make the right decisions or make the right moves in order to move forward on something. It's just like a really annoying process. That's really what it comes down to. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Yeah, I just feel like you just really need some time to like rest, rejuvenate, heal. And maybe you do need this time to yourself. Like maybe you're antisocial because you just need to regroup. Like the mutable signs, and you're a mutable sign, you know, you guys are really good with people and, you know, adapting and accommodating, but sometimes like in order to be at that level, you need to sort of come back into your, you know, to your own space and regroup before you can sort of give to others. So I think that maybe this is some time for you to heal, rejuvenate, get back to yourself, focus on your dreams, focus on your aspirations, focus on the things that you want to accomplish. And I think you'll be fine. I think this just feels like an annoying process that you're going through, but I think you're really going to be fine. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Okay, yeah. You have the Devil in reverse. I think you just need to release all control and be a little bit more hands-off, because I feel like you only have so much control. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like things will move in your favor and things will move forward. But again, patience. So as long as you release control and you surrender and you trust the process, even though it's really, really annoying right now, I really think you're going to be okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're extremely stressed. You're extremely restless, extremely tired. And I think, you know, just running yourself ragged or trying to control too much of the situation is only going to hurt you more or stress you out more. And I really think, you know, after you do what you can to do what is necessary, that's when you know, that's the time to be more hands-off, because you don't want to overexert yourself. You don't want to overstress, because everything is going to work out in your favor and everything is going to work out fine. So do your best. I know it's easier said than done, but do your best not to stress out too much. And the second you release control, that's when you'll start to see things finally move. Okay, let's get one Rebel Oracle to close it off. You were going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Exactly. Didn't I say you were tired, exhausted? Yeah, I think you just need to, you could be kicking and screaming in the process, but I think you need to step up to the plate, which I think you are, do what needs to be done, and then everything else, just surrender to it and see what happens. It's just, this too shall pass. I really think you're going to be okay, Gemini. So that was your reading. Hope that helped and resonated for you. Let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see. What are the new moon messages for you? What is the overall energy for the new moon in Aries for Cancer? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, you could be going through a separation, a divorce, a breakup in a relationship. For others of you, you could be going through a house move or some sort of home situation going on. Some of you could be doing home repairs, or some of you are moving. So could be a little unstable. Things could feel a little unsteady or unstable right now in some family aspect, some home or property aspect, or in some sort of relationship. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So if some of you are going through a relationship, a rocky relationship, whether that's a breakup, divorce, separation, I kind of just feel like this is really upsetting you. It's really hurting you. There's a lot of pain, sadness. It could just feel like a really heavy time. And for others of you that are moving or renovating a home or have some sort of family issue, I think it's sort of tearing you apart inside, or it's just really heavy on your heart right now. Or it could be something that's just like really painful and uncomfortable. Oh, Cancer. All right, let's see what this is about. What is this Four of Wands in reverse about? Oh, yeah, wow. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is... Okay, Cancer, what? Okay. Four of Wands in reverse. Let's start with those of you that are going through a separation, divorce, breakup, right? This is the most relationship disaster reading, like, with 4 cards. I'm so sorry, Cancer. We're going to get through this. I'm going to help you through this. Okay. So basically, there's definitely a separation, divorce, breakup going on right now, or there's a really, there's a rough patch or a rocky period in some sort of relationship or marriage. And I think that maybe somebody doesn't have good news. Maybe you're the one facilitating a breakup, so you sort of, bring this not so pleasant news to your partner, or your partner's the one facilitating the separation or this breakup. And it's making you feel abandoned with the Five of Pentacles. It's making you feel left out in the cold. Some of you, oh my God. With this home situation, for those of you that are in a home situation, some of you, if you live with your partner or if you live with a family member, you may be kicking somebody out or they may be kicking you out. Some of you could also, with this Page of Wands in reverse, could be getting an eviction notice. Oh my God. Cancer. You good? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Or maybe some of you, like a family member, something's going on with a family member where maybe you're at odds with a family member, you're not talking to them anymore, or a family member could be cutting you off. For those of you that are moving and you're not having like this relationship saga, it could just be that you feel like you have no place to go. Maybe you're having a hard time finding a roommate or finding people, the right people to live with. Maybe you feel like you have to live alone now and you're somebody that doesn't want to live alone. Ugh. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. And then we also underneath that have the Five of Swords in reverse. So I feel like if this is a relationship, you and your partner could have definitely gone into it. There definitely could have been some sort of argument, fight. I think maybe you or your partner could have a lot of regrets of what they said or what they've done. And I think this whole situation has made you or your partner, or both of you, feel really rejected and sad. And I think that maybe with whatever this is, there's an opportunity for you to overcome this. There could potentially be a moment where you both clear the air and apologize. But there's definitely some sort of fight or guilt or conflict that came between you. Now, same with the family member. I think that, there definitely could have been an argument, a fight. This could be with a parent, a cousin, a sister, brother, anybody. Or with a roommate. If you were living with a roommate, maybe you and a roommate or a landlord got into it, and there could be some sort of regret behind it, whether it's on their side or your side. Wow. Not like a loss of words, Cancer. Okay, let's get to the bottom of it. What is this Page of Wands in reverse? Okay, that's too many. Let's get one more. Wow, okay. Oh, Cancer. Okay, we have the World reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you could be losing your job, get news that you're losing your job, or that you're getting a pay cut. Maybe it's not that extreme. It could just be that you're getting a pay cut or you're losing hours. And maybe you're feeling like you don't have enough funds to pay your rent or a mortgage or a home. For those of you that can't find the right person, like a roommate or find somebody to live with, it could just feel like a never-ending process to find the right home, to find the right apartment, to find the right roommate even. And you just feel like you have to sort of go at it alone right now. And it's just feeling very empty, and it's making you feel like incomplete in some way. It's really making you feel, it doesn't make you feel solid or stable at all, but it's actually making you stronger as an individual, which is really interesting. It could be trying to teach you a lesson about how to be more independent instead of dependent. So, I think in terms of a relationship too, the same thing goes. I think whether you're breaking up with your partner or your partner is breaking up with you, I think that the both of you are seeking some sort of closure. And I think that this separation is also it feels like there's a piece of your world missing, and it just feels like things are crumbling down or falling apart, or you're on shaky grounds now. Oh my goodness. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. And then underneath that, we have the Death reverse and the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups reverse. Cancer, what is this energy? My God. I just kind of feel like you're really stressed out because maybe this person, your partner, blindsided you, or a landlord blindsided you with an eviction, or an employer blindsided you with losing your job, and now you can't pay your bills, or you can't pay off your home or your apartment, and it's stressing you out because now you don't know what to do. But I actually think too, with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, like, I know it feels like the Five of Pentacles, like you have nothing, but I also feel like this is teaching you how to be more self-sufficient, and maybe you have more than you realize and you can make it through. I think maybe you're also underestimating yourself and what you have to get by for now. I don't know for certain because I'm not you, but I think even if you don't have the funds to get by right now, I think this is all a moment to try to teach you how to be more independent, or maybe be more financially stable, maybe how to save more for these kind of situations maybe. Now with relationships, I just feel like this is like a never-ending thing with this person, or this process, like this divorce or this breakup is like a never-ending thing where it's like dragging out, and it's hurting you, and it's making you feel unfulfilled, and it's making you feel rejected. And I think it's also dampening your idea of love as well. Oh my Lord. Okay, let's get this Two of Cups in reverse. Oh my Lord. Okay. Oh. Okay, the Two of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Six of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. I still feel like, despite the fact, if you're going through a breakup or a divorce right now, I still feel like you love this person. Here you are, Queen of Cups. Like, I still feel like, despite what's going on right now, you still love this person, and I think you still care about them with this Page of Swords in reverse. Like, you're still concerned about them. Maybe they're still concerned about you, despite the fact that, you're separated. But I think this whole separation or this whole relationship is making you feel maybe embarrassed, or that you're a failure, or that you've failed your partner, or maybe you feel like your partner has failed you, or just the relationship itself is just, it's just no longer secure or successful. And I think there's definitely an argument. There's been a lot of drama, a lot of complications. and which has led to this falling out or this breakup. And in terms of a home, if you guys are dealing with a family member, I feel like if this is a family situation, I feel like you had a falling out with a family member, and it's making, again, there could be some embarrassment attached to it. There could be a lot of conflict. I think there is still love and care here. It's just that the two of you just need your space. There's too many differences going on. And I think in terms of a home or a property, I think you really were comfortable and you really thought that you hit the jackpot where you were at, but some issues could have come up, or obstacles or glitches or other problematic circumstances could have came up that just sort of made you feel like your home situation is falling apart. And I feel like, again, like when you found this, whatever this, this home or this apartment, I feel like it was something that you felt like you hit the jackpot and that you could settle in and be comfortable. And once you got comfortable, I feel like things just started falling apart. Oy. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands. I feel like this is making you, I feel like you're going through a lot right now with this 9 of Wands. Like, I feel like you've been through a lot, and I think that despite whatever this is, like, you're not letting it get to you or tear you down fully. I feel like you're still a fighter and you're still doing what needs to be done. And I feel like you're not giving up until you feel that security and you find that comfort, whether that's in a relationship or within a family or within a home situation. Let's get the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like, you're going to be okay, Cancer. I know if this resonates for you, I'm sure that this is really, really difficult. And I empathize with you and I'm here for you. I hope this helps in some way to give you some sort of clarity on if you're struggling or if you're unsure what to do. But I feel like even though this isn't an ideal situation and you're left on your own, or you feel like you've been fucked over, or that you're left with nothing, or that you're alone or insecure, I actually think that this is bringing you out of a very negative situation. I feel like now you can sort of leave behind your guilt and move past your guilt. But I also feel like in a way you just sort of feel like nothing is certain, nothing is stable. Maybe you don't know where to go, like you don't know, you don't know what the next thing is, you don't know what direction to take. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like, I feel like you're trying your hardest to persevere and stick in there, but I also feel like it's making you take a step back because it kind of feels like that's your only choice but to do so. Like you can only put up a fight so much, or you can only control so much of what's going on until a certain point. Okay. I feel like it's also making you feel powerless with the Emperor reverse at the bottom of the deck. I also feel like the situation is making you feel powerless, even though you are doing your best to still stick in there and push and, fight for yourself. All right, let's get one card for advice. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse. So I think that this is definitely something that you're going to have to heal from. And I think this is, an experience that you're going to gain a lot of insight and experience from. I think this is here to teach you a lot. Yes, it can make you feel really restless and hurt right now. And I think if you are struggling, like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, you don't have to do this alone. There's people out there that will help you. You're not alone, Cancer. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like you don't know who to ask, or you don't know who to talk to, or you don't know what direction to take, or this could just put you in a really bad mood. The Queen of Swords in reverse. but definitely speak up if you need help. Let's get one Rebel Oracle to close it off. Okay, you have stopped sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. I think too, like, I think maybe this situation is causing you a depression or sleeping more often. And I think that's okay if that helps you heal and re-energize. But don't let this discourage you from putting yourself out there or putting yourself in the right environments. Like, don't isolate. That's also what the Hermit reverse is. Don't isolate. So that was your reading, Cancer. I hope that helped and resonated with you. I hope everything is okay. Let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, let's see. What are the new moon messages for you? What is the overall energy for Leo for the new moon in Aries? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Very nice. Okay, so things could be moving forward. You could have a stroke of good luck. Things seem to be moving forward, rolling in your favor, in the right direction. There also could be some changes going on, and with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, that usually talks about positive change, so that's fun. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, maybe there's some emotional changes, like positive progress or developments happening in your love life. Or if it's not just your love life, maybe just in life in general, you just feel like things are going your way and you feel really, really fulfilled by, you know, what's occurring for you now. All right, let's see. What is this Wheel of Fortune about for Leo? Okay, this is too much. Hold on, let's get one more before I talk. Okay. All right, we have the Three of Cups. Oh, okay. The High Priestess, okay. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so some of you with this Three of Cups, some of you could be attending some parties, having a good time, meeting new people, mixing and mingling. For others of you, I think that if this is like a love situation, which it could be, I feel like there are positive changes and positive developments and progress in the right direction, in, you know, the direction you want to see in terms of your love life. Maybe there's a reconciliation on the horizon. There's a possibility that you can be, you know, coming together with someone you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe you're forgiving somebody that you weren't talking to with the Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel like you have something up your sleeve here with the High Priestess, though. So I definitely want to see what that's about. Or it could just be that maybe you're planning some sort of like secret meetup or secret getaway with somebody, but there could be delays or there could be some challenges along the way here, but it still looks like it's moving forward in the right direction. Also too, like putting the love thing aside, if this is just like, this could be a job or like any other life situation, like you could just have you know, new events occurring or some sort of positive change, and it's something worth celebrating, and you're just trying to keep this a secret with the High Priestess. Like you just don't want to tell anybody with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Like you may not want to share this news with just everybody yet, and maybe it's just with like a close select few. With the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Swords in reverse, so going back to the love storyline, I think that there's a moment here for you to sort of heal a connection with somebody that you haven't been talking to or that you haven't seen in a while, and you can sort of repair this relationship. And for others of you, I just think that after a really difficult time, after some sort of loss or ending or betrayal, like things are finally starting to move in your favor, and you just want to keep it under wraps. This way you don't jinx it, kind of thing. Also with this reconciliation energy, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could also be a friend, like a friend that you haven't seen or spoken to in a really long time, that you may have felt betrayed by, and you know, you guys are coming together and you're willing to forgive this person and you haven't spoken to them in a while. Could be something like that. Okay, let's get the Three of Cups. Actually, no, let's get the High Priestess. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Temperance in reverse. Okay, so I feel like, Leo, you may have like a little bit of like a hidden agenda, or you're just sort of observing this person that you're interacting with, whether it's a friend or lover. I feel like you could be observing somebody that you're looking to forgive or reconcile with. And I think you're really excited about it, but you're not showing it. I think you're playing it off like you're not interested. But I think you actually are. But I think that you're trying to curb your impulses or curb your excitement just because you want to see where things go and you don't want to get ahead of yourself, or you don't want to get too excited, even though things look like they're moving along in the way that you'd like them to. So also, if this is like a work thing, it could just be that you have some exciting news, but you don't want to share it. Again, like I was saying, you don't want to share it with just everybody yet. There's still some sort of figuring out or balancing out you need to do with the Temperance card. So maybe some things need to fall into place, or it's just not the right time to share with the world just yet. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you just are more in a receiving mode, or you're just more in an observant mode, just so you make sure you take the calculated risks, and that you make the right decisions, and that you sort of assess people and situations before you move forward. All right, let's get this Eight of Wands in reverse. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers. Okay. Any delays in planning or communication, I think you just need to stay patient, because I think you'll see all of this come together. I feel like you're in a good spot, Leo, which is awesome. I feel like that you just may need to be a little bit patient. I feel like you're bursting at your seams, like wanting to go, go, go. But I think there's a part of you that needs to like slow down and stay in alignment so things can naturally work themselves out. And I think that they will. Maybe you feel like you need to work on your communication skills in order to be more present or more in alignment with the people that you're interacting with. Or maybe you feel like somebody needs to work on their communication with you because this is somebody that you want to connect with. And I think as long as you're patient and you're kind through the process, I feel like you and this everything will sort of balance itself out. But you're just going to have to be patient and relinquish control, which I feel like you will be doing. So that's good. Now, in terms of something you're hiding under wraps, I feel like there's something that you're working on, or something that you just don't feel like it's the right time to tell people. But it's something, again, that you are sharing with a select few. That's worth celebrating. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again, I feel like you're more observant and you're keeping things under wraps, or you just, again, you don't want to speak too quickly or jinx anything. So you're just sort of like observing and taking things one thing at a time. And I think with that puts you into alignment, and that allows things to move forward and work out harmoniously. So that's really good. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Okay, yeah, we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think continue to take a back seat, like still be present, right? And participate in things. But I think as long as you don't force things and you give people and situations the breathing room, I think that you'll allow things to sort of balance out and move the way they're at the pace and at the speed that they're supposed to. And I also think too, like being more observant will give you peace of mind about what you're dealing with, for whatever that means to you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like I think that you just sort of need to take a step back and give situations like I said, breathing room and space, because there's nothing that you need to do or there's nothing that you need to give to this. And try your best not to feel insecure or operate from like a lack or scarcity mindset, because you know you don't need to. So as long as you can put your insecurities to the side and stay calm and be patient, I think everything's going to work out really, really well. Okay. And also too, I think you're not saying anything, and you're keeping things behind closed doors, or you're keeping things under wraps because you just don't want to, like I said, jinx it and be left with nothing. Like you're afraid that it could just, you know, be gone tomorrow. All right, let's get one rebel to close it off. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Yeah, exactly. With the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, again, with the Eight of Wands in reverse, there may be delays along the way, but again, sticking in there, persevering, not trying to force too much, going with the flow, and I think everything is going to be all good. And I think if you have any projects, especially in the works, I think keeping them under wraps and celebrating it or disclosing it to a select few is very, very smart. And I think in terms of, you know, getting to know somebody or reconciling with somebody, like if, you know, it feels right, then hey, universe is supporting you here. So hope that helped and resonated with you, Leo. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see. What are the new moon messages for you? What is the overall energy for Virgo for the new moon in Aries? Ooh, hold on. It fell. 1 second. All right, Virgo, we got the Two of Cups. Hey. Okay, so you could be maybe going on a date with someone, making a relationship official, or finding a special somebody to connect with. This could also be just a friend. Usually the Two of Cups talks about soulmates or, you know, relationship like romance. But for those of you that aren't really dating, it could just be that you are connecting with a friend. Relationships, I think, especially romantic, I think are going to be of significance. Like someone of significance is going to connect with you during this new moon. So that's really nice. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. So I think this is really exciting. This could be somebody new because the Fool talks about new beginnings. So this could definitely be with a new person, or you could be having a new start with somebody, or there's a new chapter you and your partner are exploring during this time. All right, let's see. What is this Two of Cups about? Oh, okay. Of course, right? It's so beautiful in the beginning, and then, okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is your energy. So here you are in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. So, and what's funny is at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Oh, behind that we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, and then behind that we have the Tower. Okay, I know what this is saying. Okay, I got you. I got you, Virgo. So I think in terms of a relationship, there is an element, I feel like, hold on. Okay, here we are. So I think that there's some sort of relationship in your life that needs a lot of work. Let's just put it at that. I think the love is there. I think that the interest is there. I think that the two of you are on the same page in order to make this work, Eight of Pentacles. But there is a lot of, maybe you feel like there's something lacking with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or maybe you since it is your energy, or you could be dealing with another earth sign, you could feel, you know, that this person doesn't appreciate you or that they undervalue you. Or maybe you're feeling insecure in this relationship. Because also too, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like there's something about this relationship that does need a lot of work. And I think it's doable. I think it's something that can be done. And I think whatever this is fixable, because that's also the Eight of Pentacles. I think whatever this is really getting to you as a person with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I also think this is making you extremely stressed. But I think this is something that's you can overcome and that you can work through. So that's at least good. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, so here's what I'll say about this. I think if this is with somebody that you're currently with or currently connecting with, right? I think that this person, you or this person, no, they, I think it's them. It could be you. I have a feeling one of you, possibly them, is going to reach out unexpectedly with the Tower. And they're going to sort of send you like a loving message, or they have some sort of like news that shocks you or surprises you. It like throws you off. And I think it's good news because the Page of Swords is in the upright and the Queen, so is the Queen of Cups. But I think something about this, it like stresses you out. So maybe some of you, maybe your partner is going to propose to you and tell you how much they love you, and this is coming out of nowhere, but it sort of makes you feel like put in the spotlight or insecure, and it's stressing you out because maybe you feel like there are aspects of this relationship that still need work before you take it to that next level. It could be that, or maybe you just don't feel financially ready to, commit like that or to start your life with somebody. Maybe your career is more of a focus right now, or your finance, or something about your independence, or, not like independence as in like being single, but more so within your own individuality that you just want to be solid with before, you go to that stage. Now, for others of you, this could be that you are connecting with somebody unexpectedly with the Tower here. And I think this is somebody that could reach out to you, that has a lot of emotions for you, or that loves you. And this person could make you feel like this person has a tendency to possibly make you feel insecure or undervalued, or maybe this person has a track record of taking advantage of you or not appreciating you. And I think just from hearing from this person, like, is going to shock you and throw you off and cause a lot of stress. But I think that they come with good intentions, and I think that they come with good news, and, they have a lot of love for you, but there's just something about this that doesn't sit right with you 100%, but at the same time, there is room for improvement, and there are ways to make the situation better. So that's good, at least. All right, let's clarify. What is this Queen of Pentacles in reverse about? Oh, Virgo. Virgo, are we still doing the self-criticism thing? Because this was happening in the full moon read, and then I just did your love spread for April, which will be out next week, I believe. And now it's the similar energies bleeding into this message. So let's go over it. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Empress reverse and the Ace of Cups. I kind of feel like you feel undeserving of a particular person in your life, or you feel undeserving of some sort of relationship or person. I feel like you feel really undeserving, and I don't know why. This person is coming in to offer you something and you're like freaking out. Maybe you feel like you're not ready to be in a relationship, and not because you're non-committal, or maybe it is with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like maybe you don't want to be tied down right now, but I'm more so getting that there's like this insecurity where you're doing that thing again, where you're like criticizing yourself too much. You're nitpicking yourself too much. And you're making yourself feel undeserving of this. But this person is like, hey, Virgo, like, you thirsty for this Ace of Cups? Like, you want it? Also, you could be depriving yourself of love too with the Empress reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But it's like, why? There's someone showing up for you. Why are you? And I think you're into them. It's not a lack of interest. I think you're just being hard on yourself. And it's like your insecurities are bleeding into this relationship. So I don't know if this person in some way makes you feel that way, or if you're having your own thing going on here. But I'm getting that you're just feeling really undeserving of a love offer or a relationship or a person in your life. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, this is like the nitpickiness, right? Like, I feel like you're being way too critical of yourself, or maybe you're being too critical of your partner or this person that you're connecting with. And I think like maybe you're not ready for things to be that deep. Again, I was getting this in your love reading for April, so you'll see what I'm saying when it's out. So make sure you subscribe and get a notification if this resonates for you and you want to hear more about that. But yeah, I just kind of feel like you're just, you feel like you can't accept this cup. I don't know why. And I'm feeling like it's more of a you issue than a they issue. It's like, it's not me, it's not you, it's me. Like, I feel like that's what you could say to this person. All right, what is this Nine of Swords about? This is what I was saying before. I knew it. Okay. It's just like these energies sometimes are just funny. They're funny. Okay. Nine of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess. Okay, Virgo, we've talked about this intuition thing, right? I think you guys are very intuitive. Again, it's a different, some of the signs that are more intuitive than others. I think each intuitive sign, I think everyone's intuitive, but I think particularly with you, Virgo, you have a very specific way of tapping into your intuition. I feel like Virgos have their own unique way, as all the signs, but specifically you. But I kind of feel that like you've been new with this High Priestess, like you knew this was coming. So if this is an existing relationship, right, where you've been with this person, I kind of feel like this person could propose, or this person could be ready to offer you something really, really big, or to, officially make this relationship solidify, public, official. I kind of feel like it's freaking you out and you feel really undeserving of it, or you just feel you're not ready yet. You need more time, or you're just more focused on yourself and your career, your finances, it could be something like that. And I feel like you're stressed because this proposal is coming, or that this person's going to pop the question, or that this person wants more, or, it could be something like that. Now, for those of you that are connecting with someone, if this is somebody new, I just feel like you're afraid to put yourself out there again. I think you need to trust your intuition with your discernment and, with who you're choosing and, who you're connecting with. And I think you're going to be okay. I think there's maybe a little bit of fear here or insecurity, but I think you need to and we've had this talk, Virgo, I think you need to give yourself more credit for your discernment and your intuition as far as who you're connecting with. I feel like there's nothing to worry about. I feel like you're afraid of success here in relationships. Now, for others of you, which is why I was laughing, because this Five of Pentacles is in reverse, I also feel like somebody that you've been ghosted by, or someone that you ghosted, either way, I feel like this person could reach out and you knew it was coming. And I think that it's something that you have wanted before, but then there's something about it that stresses you out, and there's a need for you guys to fix things, or maybe you want to see more consistency from this person. Maybe they have a tendency to be very fickle, unreliable. But you could hear from somebody that you weren't expecting, and they may send you this heartfelt message, and you're like, what? And I think it's going to lead you to connect with this person, but I feel like there's an element of it where you feel really caught off guard or just not ready, or that you're stressing about something else in life, and then this person comes in and you're like, why now? What are you doing? I'm busy. But I feel like with this High Priestess here, you kind of knew. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot in reverse, and then underneath that we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then underneath that you have the Hierophant, and then underneath that you have the Death card, and then underneath that you have the Ace of Swords. So I kind of feel like Virgo, what is going on? I feel like you're just not in a place where I feel like you know what you want, but you're so afraid. I don't know if it's insecurity, or if you're just not ready, or if it's fear, or if because I think you like this person, because the Two of Cups would then be in reverse, but like if you didn't, or this Ace of Cups would be in reverse, but like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe you feel like this connection is great, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done in order to make it better and to make it more stable. And maybe you just feel it's like not at that level where it can advance just yet, where you can get married. And I think maybe you're dreading having this conversation with this person. I think a new start is here and a renewal is here. Like, I think this new chapter is waiting. So for those of you in established relationships, healthy relationships, right? I think your partner wants to take things to the next level, but you're hesitant and you're not ready. You're not feeling secure about the relationship enough to take it to that level. And for some of you, maybe you don't want commitment right now. You don't want to be tied down. But for others of you, maybe you do want this person long-term, but just right now, there's something about right now that you're not ready. And it could have to do with your career. It could have to do with your finances. Or where you're at in life as an individual or in society. I think you do see yourself marrying this person, but it's just not yet. And I think you are ready for that. That chapter's not off the table for you, but it's just not, you just feel like there's more stuff that needs to be done before you can do that. Now, for those of you putting yourselves out there in new relationships, I just kind of feel like you're like being commitment phobic because of fear and insecurity. I don't think it's because of anything that this person is doing per se. And I think a new chapter in love is waiting for you. You're just too afraid to grab it. And I think as long as you can feel confident in knowing what you want and trusting your intuition guiding you through that process, like everything is going to be fine. Now, for those of you that are connecting or reconnecting with somebody that has ghosted you, or it's been very on and off with, I kind of just feel like you feel like it's not going to go anywhere. So it's like, what's the fucking point? And you're just like stressing over this because it's like, you know that this person's coming around. You kind of know what they want. You could have your reservations or feel insecure about it. And maybe you fear that it's not going to go anywhere because this person has ghosted you before. So your mentality may be like, well, if they've ghosted me before, why wouldn't they do it again? But I actually think that maybe if you're open to it and you can make these improvements with the Eight of Pentacles and this person is on board, which I see that they will be with the Two of Cups, I think that maybe to your surprise, this could actually be something really solid, but you have to be open to it. I feel like this is more of a you thing, Virgo. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Okay, we have the Magician in reverse. Yeah, I just wouldn't force things either way. If this person comes forward with you with a proposal or with an offer to make a relationship official, I think that you go with it, but like be careful. Like make sure you're not going about things from a low vibrational place. Like don't go out of your way to do anything and don't force anything. And I think, seeing the kinks and where things need to be improved, I think that's good. And I think maybe this is actually good advice, aligning with how you're feeling. It's supporting how you're feeling, because if you're like, maybe it's basically supporting you saying that until you can make these improvements, then you could create this new beginning, or you can create this marriage, or you can create this new chapter with this person. But until you address these things that need work, then you can move forward. And I think in terms of like insecurity issues, like I think that until you address where you're insecure and you work on your confidence, like don't look to manifest, like be careful what you wish for, basically. If you're not in a place where you feel like you're ready for commitment, bring the focus back onto yourself and work on yourself. But if you are in a place ready for commitment, then you're ready to manifest it. So I think really attending to the things that need fixing or need improvement or need addressing, tend to that first before you create anything, crazy, which I feel like that's really in alignment with how you're feeling here. So I feel like it supports you throughout with this message. Bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, I think, this reading is supporting you. Meanwhile, I'm yelling at you and the cards are like, no, like let Virgo do what they got to do. Let Virgos be Virgos, right? I think that, yes, I think before making a final decision, it's very smart that you are, being looking closer at the details, looking at the things that need improvement before you make a decision and before you manifest. So yes, Virgo, you're doing it right. Okay? Does that make you happy? Okay. Let's get one Rebel Oracle to close it off. You have, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you were waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. Yeah, I think that maybe you're procrastinating. Like, I think you're just procrastinating connecting with someone or responding to somebody or saying yes to somebody or committing to somebody. And I think you know what you want. You're just allowing your self-criticism and your insecurities to hold you back. But again, yes, take your time to figure out what needs improvement, figure out what needs to feel more stable and solid, and then go for it. So that was your reading, Virgo. Hope that helped and resonated with you. Let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra, let's see. What is the overall energy for the new moon in Aries for you? Okay. All right, we have the Strength in reverse. So you could be feeling a little tired or lacking strength or confidence in order to take something on or to show up to something. Maybe you feel like you can't persevere or hold on anymore when it comes to a certain situation or relationship. So we'll definitely see what this is about. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're feeling emotionally exhausted or just really uninterested in, hanging on to someone or something. I feel like you just don't have the strength or the energy to persevere in some area of your life right now. Or in some situation. Okay, let's see. What is the Strength reverse about? Okay. All right, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is your energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. So I kind of feel like you're kind of tired and done trying to get through to somebody or trying to make progress maybe in a certain relationship or in a certain area of your life because it's just hurting you too much with the Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're so done carrying this heartbreak or carrying this pain, this physical pain even, or emotional pain, and you just want to let it go. Like, you don't want to waste your breath anymore. You don't want to waste your energy, and you don't want to waste your time. Okay, very straightforward. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So yeah, I feel like you're just ready. You're sort of like in surrender mode. You could feel like you need to give up on something or someone, but that's actually, I like to say surrender rather than giving up, but if you're surrendering to the process of something, especially if something has become too painful or monotonous or, too unstable, I feel like surrendering is the best thing you can do, because then with the Lovers card here, that puts you in alignment for things to improve, for things to move forward, for things to feel better, and to revive your energy and your spirit. So I actually think that's good. All right, let's see. Why is this Knight of Swords in reverse? This is very Libra. Okay, we have the Justice in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Knight of Swords in reverse. I just feel like maybe you feel like you've been mistreated by somebody, or that you got fucked over in terms, with maybe a job, or maybe you got shorthanded or shortchanged, getting paid or getting some sort of money or making some sort of investment. Maybe there was just like a lack of cooperation. It just kind of feels like things weren't really going your way. And I think it's really thrown you off balance. And again, this is your card and you've ruled balance. I feel like this has made, whatever this is, has made you feel very unlike yourself. And it's throwing you off. So that's why you're sort of like, surrendering to it, because you just, it's making you feel too chaotic or too all over the place. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're just releasing yourself from a really toxic environment or a toxic relationship or a toxic situation, a toxic work environment, job, and I also feel like you're sort of letting go of control, because I think you realize you don't have control. And when things were getting too heavy, or if things just, you couldn't, help the situation or help yourself in the situation, I feel like you had no choice but to let it go and to detach as well. Okay, let's see. What is this Eight of Pentacles in reverse about? Okay, we have the Hanged Man and the World in reverse. I just kind of feel like you're whatever this is for you, it kind of just feels like a never-ending, annoying, monotonous even, or wasteful process of like never accomplishing anything. Like it feels like you're not accomplishing anything in this situation. Like you're just going around and around and around in circles. Nothing's getting done. There's no compromise. It's maybe hard to compromise with others, to get on the same page with other people. Agreements may be hard to form. And it's just making you feel like incomplete, or that you're on this never ending cycle or search for something just to work and just, even out. And I think this is really giving you something to think about with the Hanged Man. I think this is giving you a new perspective on whatever it is that you're investing in, or whatever it is that you are going towards and striving for. So bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, and then we have the Fool underneath that. And then again, the Devil in reverse. So, and here you are, the King of Swords. So I kind of just feel like once you surrender, this will make you feel a lot better emotionally, and it won't feel as heavy. It won't, like, you won't have as much regret or sorrow surrounding this. You won't have as much sadness, and you can sort of feel a lot better with the Fool here. You can feel a lot more energized. You can feel more positive. And then also letting whatever this go, like you're also allowing better things to come in with the Fool card. And again, I think releasing control and releasing whatever this is going to help you move through it. It's going to help you overcome it. And then with you over here with the King of Swords, I think that it's going to just, surrendering control and having, staying optimistic and staying motivated and staying focused is actually going to help you, through this and move past it. And I think as long as you're clear and you know what you want, and you let go of what's no longer working anymore, or what no longer feels right, or what is no longer fair, then you make space for better things. Okay, what is this Three of Swords in reverse? Oh, wow. This is interesting. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups, and you also have the Three of Swords in reverse here. So there's a lot of threes. So okay, let's start with work, or just like a collaboration where there's a group of people. There's definitely other people involved here. So if you're like in a collaboration, or you're dealing with coworkers, or a certain environment where you have to be collaborative or cooperative with other people, I feel like it's just been very hard for everybody to get on the same page and to form some sort of fair agreement. Maybe there wasn't an equal enough distribution of work or responsibility, and I think maybe if you took on too much of it, it was exhausting you, or it was getting the best of you, and you just kind of had to like let it go and, kiss it up to God kind of thing. And I think it's definitely been a learning experience for you, but I think that there is a moment, like once you let whatever this is go that hasn't been working, I think that's when you'll finally see it start to work. It's like the irony of like, when you're not focusing on something so much, it finally, works itself out. So it's kind of like one of those things here. I also feel like the more you surrender and accept things the way they are, and you let them work out the way they are, I feel like some element of confusion will lift. And then once this confusion is lifted and you sort of take a step back, you'll sort of see that, there'll be more cooperation, there'll be more collaboration, more support, and things will sort of feel more aligned, and that they're working finally after a time where it's just been so difficult. And then underneath the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, we also have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing for you to worry about. I think it does feel like exhausting, and it does feel discouraging to have to take a step back sometimes or to let go of something. But I think this is actually all to benefit you, because there's no reason for you to carry all this weight or do all this on your own, or, you know, to put yourself in a situation where it's unfair to you, you know? All right, let's get one card for advice. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think you just need to fall back and let other people pick up the slack, or just let things work out. I think you've done all you could, and you're being positioned with, you know, you were put in a position where you have no choice but to sort of surrender and let go. And I think, you know, other elements of this will fall into place. And if there is other people involved, I think other people will pick up the slack. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. Now, if this is a relationship, because I was seeing all those threes before, I feel like maybe you were letting go or detaching from somebody and deciding not to talk to them, not to put time and effort into them, because it was just hurting you and it was draining you. And I feel like this person maybe took you for granted, or they just were being really selfish. So, you know, and it's thrown you off, and it's just put you in a position that's unlike you or uncomfortable. And I think that this whole experience has, you know, made you sort of recognize where you're feeling empty, or where you're trying to fill a void in some way. And I think that if you sort of just let this go, like, you'll be able to reconcile or mend some sort of relationship. But I think that the person that you're dealing with sort of owes it to you to make up for lost time, or make up for what they've put you through. And it could have been due to a third party situation, and you just like kind of didn't want to be part of that. Or maybe you were the one juggling two different people, and you had to let go of one option or let go of both options. And, you know, I think maybe, you know, whichever option was meant to work out will, you know, comes together. But it could just be that either you had to let go of somebody, or you just sort of, you know, removed yourself from a third party situation because it was just not comfortable. It just didn't feel right to you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you've been holding on to this baggage, or you've been holding on to this weight or these issues. And I think it's time for you to let it go. I think you've been having a really hard time letting go. But now I think over this new moon, you're going to be, you know, positioned to do so, like once and for all, because you're hurting yourself by holding all this weight. Okay, let's get one card. Oh no, you're done with that. Let's get the Rebel Oracle. Sorry, I was doing the wrong deck. One Rebel Oracle to close it off. Okay, you have You Do You. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Yeah, and I think you're realizing that, because it's like you're doing all you can to contribute, or you're doing all you can to get through to people, and it's like what you have to say may feel like it falls on deaf ears, or nobody's listening to you, or no one's understanding you, or no one's reasoning or compromising with you. And I think like once you let that go and you surrender, that's when you start to see it all work itself out. So that was your reading, Libra. Hope that helped and resonated with you. Let's move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see. What are the new moon messages for you? What is the overall energy for Scorpio for the new moon in Aries? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is your energy. So you could feel very much in your element. Some of you could be looking at your options for maybe a job. Maybe some of you are dating. Others of you could be looking for solutions. Some of you could be shopping or window shopping. Another thing that a unique message I've been getting to with the Seven of Cups lately is some of you could be, well, I know Scorpio is very intuitive. So those of you that are, who consider yourselves very, intuitive yourself, this card I usually see as vivid dreams or psychic dreams, or dreams that sort of foreshadow certain events, or that represent certain symbolism. in your waking life. So if you're one of those people, you may want to pay attention to the dreams that you're having during this new moon. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you feel like something's not working anymore, or you're getting a lack of cooperation. So maybe some of you could be looking for new friends. Some of you may feel that, you don't want to be part of a third party situation. So you're removing yourself from that and you're trying to figure out what to do, or maybe if you should keep your options open and, look for love elsewhere. Or just simply, a relationship just is falling apart and you're ready to put yourself out there again. It could be something like that. All right, let's see. What is the Seven of Cups about? Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, the Magician in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Whoops, cards are falling. Okay, so I kind of feel that there's an element of confusion in some area of your life, or you're just sort of looking at what's available to you, or, what your options are in a situation. And I feel like maybe you're looking, elsewhere because you just feel really, really hurt, or you feel like, things aren't manifesting the way that you want, and you're just really in a rush, or you just really want things to happen a lot quicker. So maybe you need like a quick fix to something, or you're looking just for a solution or a new option to something. So for those of you in relationships, I feel like you've been through a lot, with your significant other or with a previous relationship, and maybe you're sort of ready to leave the situation and put yourself out there and find somebody new. And I think you're still willing to go, stay in the game and find someone for yourself, but you may feel that it's hard for you to sort of manifest something solid, or, to have something fulfilling with somebody like right now. Or you may feel that it's hard for other people to be on the same page with you. It just may feel that you could also be rushing through a process too. So that could be it as well. For those of you job hunting, I kind of feel like, you're looking for jobs, and the job that you're at could be, putting you through a lot. Maybe you're working overtime, or maybe you're just like physically exhausted and you just maybe feel like it's not adding up to anything, or that you're not getting anything out of it except for just like frustration or exhaustion. And maybe you're just looking to move on somewhere else. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, okay, so if this is in terms of a relationship or a marriage, I kind of feel like there's an element of confusion as far as like where your relationship's headed, if you should stick in there or if you should move on. And I feel like maybe you're feeling like you need to switch things up, or maybe you're looking for how to get creative to like spice things up or change things up. But maybe you feel like you're the only one that's like kind of putting in that energy and that effort, or you're the one that's just like really enthusiastic about it. And I think for others of you with the job situation, I kind of feel like you're maybe on the job hunt, but like you're just not really finding the right fit that's going to stick long term. Like maybe you're taking on a lot of small jobs or freelance gigs, and you just would prefer something solid, but this is the best you can do for now. Like, don't kill yourself with the Nine of Wands. Like, don't, make it difficult for yourself, or put yourself through a hard situation that you don't need to go through. But I understand too, sometimes like, you have to sacrifice and make ends meet, and it just feels like a lot. But it just could feel like maybe you have to work many jobs in order to stay afloat, or to, feel that you're solid. All right, let's see. What is this Nine of Wands about? Whoa. Yeah, exactly. I feel, okay, so the Nine of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So I kind of just feel like you're confused because you kind of feel like maybe you don't know where a job is going. Maybe you don't know where a relationship is going. And I think it's going because you have the Knight of Pentacles here in the upright. I just think that it's going really, really slow. And I think that you need to curb your impulses and stay patient, because I see you here with the Knight of Swords, like you want to go, 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 go. And I think too, with this Magician in reverse, like if you're rushing and you're being careless or you're being impulsive, like it's only going to create more responsibility or chaos that's just going to make you more overwhelmed or, you know, exhausted, or it's just going to add more, you know, to your resentment or to your frustration, and you don't want to do that. So I think if you can just be kinder to yourself and more patient in the process, and, you know, work through and acknowledge your stress here and where you're exhausted or hurt, I think that will actually help you, you know, find what you're looking for or make the progress that you want to make in order, you know, this way you could feel good. Why put yourself in this situation, you know? And I think in terms of a relationship, I think that you're sort of confused, like where this relationship is going. And I think you want it to go a lot quicker, but it's going a lot slower. But the good news is that I think if you're willing to be patient and stay committed and stay consistent, I feel like things are going to be okay. But I think your impulsiveness or the speed in which you want things to move is getting the best of you, and it's only really hurting you in the process. So bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're really in a hurry to feel good. Like you're in a hurry to be seen in a good, you know, in a positive light. And I think you are being seen, but like I think you're just too, I don't know if it's self-critical or if you're just too zoomed into like your own life or your own work, and you're not really seeing the bigger picture. It could be something like that too, where you're fixating on the small stuff and you're not, you know, zooming out and seeing things for what they are and really like appreciating and acknowledging your progress. And I think sometimes that's hard when you're in the thick of something, especially when things are slow. You know, it's hard to see like how far you've come. But I think that you're making more progress and you're a lot further along than you think. It's just, it doesn't feel that way. So you're getting antsy and impatient. But I actually think that, and it's interesting, you have 3 nines here. I actually think that you're making more progress than you think, and you look better. I think you're going to feel better if you could stay patient and hang in there. What is this Magician reverse about? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And, oh, actually, sorry. And the Queen of Cups. So here's your energy. I kind of feel like you don't know where a relationship is going, because if this is a relationship, because maybe the person that you're with hasn't vocalized how they're feeling, or maybe you are anxious about vocalizing how you're feeling. Like maybe you feel like you want things to go to the next stage with this person, but you don't really know where they're at. Maybe they're giving you mixed signals, or they're, you know, there's a lot of deception or confusion, and you're just really unsure like where you stand with this person. Like maybe you're unsure if they want commitment or if you should move on. Like maybe you're unsure if you should be in a commitment or if you should be single. And I think it's just because you don't know where this person is at, or maybe you're trying to figure out where you're at too. Now, if this is with the job, I kind of feel like maybe you feel like nothing is coming of it because you feel maybe you're lacking direction, or, you know, maybe it's because you're letting your emotions get the best of you. Or maybe you're just not really fully expressing yourself. Like maybe you're afraid to express how you're feeling in this job because maybe you're afraid of losing it, or maybe you're afraid of, you know, some sort of tension or added responsibility here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. Yeah, I feel like, you know, having a good, you know, having control over your emotions, like whether they're positive or negative, you know, you're a human being, like you're going to feel the way you feel. But I think as long as you keep your feelings in check and you keep your impulses in check, I think that patience is your key here, and perseverance, and staying confident even when things get tough and even when things are uncertain. I think your positivity and your perseverance and your confidence will help you through this, and will give you those answers, and will help lift and clear a lot of this confusion and a lot of your unanswered questions. So hang in there. And I think it's also saying too, like, you're stronger than you think, Scorpio. Let's get the Knight of Swords. Ooh. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, if this is a relationship, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups. If this is a relationship, I do think that I think that you're into the person that you're with, or you're into the person that you're dating. But if they're giving you mixed signals and you never know where you stand with them and you don't know how they feel, even whether you ask them or not, and you're always in the dark about where you're at, or there's always some sort of stress, or this person you feel is manipulative, or you feel like you always have to force things, or even you trying to manipulate the situation. Maybe that's a sign that this person isn't for you despite the connection. And maybe it's best that if you are left, in the dark about this, it may be best to cut your losses and move forward and let this person go so you can make room for a connection that does work and that does make you feel good and doesn't make you feel confused or stressed. Now, if this is with a job, I kind of just feel like if you are so uncomfortable with where you at and you're not getting ahead and you feel like you're being manipulated, or you feel like you're being abused or taken advantage of or overworked in some way, it may be time to be honest and to cut out of the situation and let this go and see how it's not, worth your stress. And this leaves room for newer connections, newer opportunities that are more fulfilling and more in alignment with, what you're looking for. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. And then behind that, we have the Eight of Swords and the Temperance and the Six of Wands. Wow. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is there, but I don't have enough hands. Okay, or fingers. So I think as long as you can be honest with yourself and make the space for what it is you truly are looking for with the Seven of Cups, I think the thing that you want is going to come in. But you have to, take smart risks with the Fool here. You have to stay optimistic, stay motivated. Don't overthink and stress or keep yourself stuck in something that you're unhappy with, because that's going to block all of this. And I think, again, you just need to be patient, and patience is your key to success. Patience, consistency, honesty, transparency, those are all your key to success in getting what it is that you want. Again, whether it's a job or a relationship, I think, being honest with yourself, being honest with this person, and if something just doesn't feel right or if something can't manifest, maybe it's just not meant to be. But don't get in your own way and don't keep yourself stuck if you don't have to. Like, I understand with like a job situation, sometimes you have no choice. But if you have the option to have something else and you have something lined up, and even in relationships, if someone is really holding you back, or they're not communicating effectively, or they're not expressing themselves, and they're not being upfront about where they're at, or there is manipulation going on, maybe it's best to let this go. And soon enough, I think that you would find someone else, sooner than you think, by making that space for what it is, for the kind of person that feels more of a match to you. Let's get one card for advice. Okay, we have the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you just don't need to give any more of yourself than you've been giving. I also think that maybe you're tired too. Like, maybe it's just time for you to rest and take it easy. Also, I feel like don't overspill don't pour your heart out or don't pour your guts out. You can be transparent and you can be vulnerable, but to a point, where it leaves the other energy to respond. This way you know where you're at. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, if you're feeling emotionally exhausted or just exhausted in general, and you can't create or manifest the things that make you feel fulfilled and happy, then it's time to move forward. All right, let's get one Rebel Oracle for advice to wrap it up. Okay, you have fuck fear. It will lie to your face. So maybe fear is getting in, maybe you're just being impulsive out of fear, or you could be jumping to conclusions at the Knight of Swords, you know, out of fear about a relationship or about a boss or about a job. And I think it's just that if you can eliminate fear from the equation, I think the path will be more clear to you and things can kind of move a lot more organically and things can become more smooth sailing. And that will sort of allow things to clear up for you. So I think it's overcoming your fear, being real with yourself, and staying patient and resilient. So that was your reading, Scorpio. Hope that helped and resonated for you. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's see, what is the overall energy for you for this new moon in Aries? All right, we have the Death card. Okay, so an ending and a new beginning, new chapter, new cycle is starting for you. One door closes, another one opens. So there could also be a lot of changes going on for you. So that's interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there's nothing to worry about with this because the Nine of Swords is in reverse. I feel like, you know, some of the changes that you're experiencing right now could be a little scary, could be a little stressful, but the universe wants to let you know that there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to worry about, you're being taken care of, and this is all happening for a reason and for your benefit. Also too, like whatever changes are going on or whatever new beginnings or endings that are happening, it could alleviate a lot of your stress, so that could also be the case. Okay, let's see, what is this Death card about? Oh. Oh my God. Okay, this is tricky. So we have the Magician in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so right off the bat, this is definitely, could be a love reading. So I feel like oh, this storyline loves to show up all the time, doesn't it? Okay, Sag, I feel like you haven't had this storyline in a while, but some of the signs have had this, so here, you're no exception, it's your turn. Okay, so I think that there is a new beginning, Death card, within a connection with someone that you've already had some sort of experience with. This person could have ghosted you, or you could have ghosted this person before. And I think that this person could be coming back around to connect with you again. But the only thing is like with the Magician reverse, I feel like maybe this person doesn't have, you or this person may not have the best of intentions with the Magician reverse, or despite that this relationship or this connection is still relevant in some way, it's still difficult to make something of it with the Magician in reverse. You or somebody else may have a hard time following through on things. Like, I feel like maybe with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone who's showing back up in a love sense. But when it's in the upright, it talks about ghosting, abandonment. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's great if this person comes back, because I think there is a deep connection here. But I also feel like maybe this person doesn't have the best of intentions with the Magician in reverse. They could be selfish. They may have trickster-like energy where they sort of are very sporadic with their communication or with their follow-through on things. Like, they may also have a hard time following through on things. And this could be somebody that, you know, you've already had an ending with before, because this person, or, you know, you or this person could have ghosted before. Let's definitely clarify if this is like a new beginning or if this is like an ending. And also for some of you too, like maybe somebody that keeps resurfacing and then disappearing with this trickster energy. Like maybe you're just putting this connection to bed despite the fact that there are mutual feelings here. It's just like annoying. The trickster energy is maybe getting annoying. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So here we are. When I see this at the bottom of the deck, it signifies to me that this will probably happen on the new moon or right around the new moon. So this new moon may be very significant with this particular person or with this connection. Okay, what is this Magician in reverse? Like, why? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, which is your energy, and the Star. Okay, I feel like, I kind of just feel like, I feel like in a way, like you're putting a connection to bed, because you just can't create, there's something here that's difficult to create. And I think stability, consistency, excitement, and healing may be hard to accomplish here. I do think though that maybe putting this connection to an end could empower you, making you feel more confident, making you, excited to move on elsewhere. And then you could sort of just heal from this experience or this relationship with this person. I just feel like manifesting, maybe this person also takes away from your independence in some way. I just feel like it's really hard to maintain your security and your energy. Or it just may feel like it's hard to create this into something stable, or, it's hard to achieve wish fulfillment with this person. That's what I think it is. I think it's just hard to achieve stability and wish fulfillment here. It's really interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's just really hard to, maybe this person has given you false hope, or maybe you feel like this person leads you on, like they sort of dangle like these opportunities or these they could be like just teasing you in a way. And I think you're sort of over the tease. Like, it's like, are you going to give me this ace or are you not? Are we going to do this or not? Like, are we going to go? Like, are we going to, I feel like, because it's like you're showing up, you're available, you're ready, you want this. But then it's like something, it could also just be circumstantial. Like maybe like the intentions, the intent is there on both sides, but there's some sort of circumstance or, thing in the way that sort of gets in the way of making it happen. And there's always a delay, or it's always, maybe you feel like this person's always putting you on the back burner. Don't be anybody's back burner, bitch. We don't do that. All right, let's see. What is this Five of Pentacles in reverse? Wait. Okay, there we go. Oh. Huh. What? I'm a little confused, but we're going to go with it. We're going to give it a shot. Okay, so we have the Hermit, clarifying the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so I kind of feel like maybe this person has ghosted you in the past because they just needed time to themselves with the Hermit here. They maybe needed some alone time. Maybe they needed their space. Especially with the Six of Swords here, like maybe they just felt like they needed to be on their own for a bit. I feel like this person wanted their space. Maybe they wanted their independence with the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. And I think that they're going to come back towards you to tell you this. Maybe they're going to give you some sort of explanation as to why they ghosted you, or why they've been inconsistent, or why they couldn't, create this connection with you in the first place. So I feel like this person's coming in with some sort of answer, confirmation, or conversation to sort of give you insight as to why they were acting like a trickster, or why they've ghosted you. So I guess like really too, like with this Death here and the Two of Cups if the Two of Cups is in reverse, I'd be like, okay, you're just going to be done with this person. But I think really it's like up to you. I mean, if you're really interested in this person and you trust that they can show more consistency and be really honest and show more follow through and intention, then I think that you would be willing to have a new beginning with this person. But if you feel like it's too much and this person is way too inconsistent and selfish or, you know, manipulative, I feel like, yes, you'll be open to this conversation, you'll hear them out, but then you'll sort of move forward. But I think at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's like, what are you comfortable with? So the choice is really yours. Bottom of the deck, we have the the King of Wands. And then underneath that, we have the Hierophant in reverse. And then underneath that, we have the Four of Cups. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel like it could really go either way. Because I think in some level, like with this King of Wands, like you still want to pursue this person. You're still attracted to them. But I also still feel too, it's like you don't want someone who doesn't want you. You don't want someone who's unreliable or non-committal or selfish. And I feel like you want to be embraced. Like maybe there's a lot of rejection going on here. But I still think you have a passion and desire for this person, but you may feel, you know, it's best to hear them out and move forward on your own trail, because this house is just like a hard time sticking. All right, let's see. What is the advice? Ooh, okay. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, again, it could go either way. My initial instinct was, because I said with the Death card, it could be a renewal. So let's go with the renewals for a second. I still think it could go either way. But I think that you may decide, I think the advice is basically saying like, yeah, you may not believe that this is going to stick, but maybe you should give it a new, a chance and renew this connection and see where it goes. But also too, I feel like if you're really feeling that this can't stick and this isn't something that you want, because again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands upright with the Hierophant in reverse. Again, the same cards. So it's just like, I kind of feel like you and this person are at odds, or it's like when one's hot, one is not. It's like, it's too, you're both a match, I'll tell you that. But I feel like it's just like you guys are never on the same frequency or in the mood at the same time. Like when you're in the mood, this person is not. When they're in the mood, you are not. So you guys have a hard time meeting each other halfway. But I think there is an opportunity for you to do so with this Two of Cups in the upright. But I feel like it's really, really challenging. And this is where your decision comes in, whether or not you think it's worth renewing and trying it again with this person, or if you just feel like it's better to start fresh on a clean slate with someone completely new. So the choice is yours, Sagittarius. There are no wrong answers. All right, let's see. What is the Rebel Oracle to close it off? You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. I feel like this person can really, I don't know if it's that they confuse you or they just drive you crazy, because it's like, it's very wishy-washy on and off. I think I think the feelings are genuine, and I think the intentions are a little questionable, but there is a sense of genuine, ness behind it as well, with this Ace of Swords and this Hermit here. But there's just something about it that could just make you a little all over the place or unstable. So again, no wrong answers. It's up to you. Whatever makes you feel most at peace, whatever feels most organic and divine to you, that's the direction to go in. So hope that helped and resonated with you. Let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's see what is the overall energy for you for this new moon in Aries. Ooh, Capricorn, this is like a wet dream for a Capricorn. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God, yes, 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 right? Amazing. This could be financial abundance, security, commitment, a new job, a new home, a new relationship. Oh my God. Make it rain, Capricorn. This is awesome. Wow. Amazing. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so what's the problem? Why are you not satisfied with this? I feel like there is a level, there's going to be some sort of security, abundance, commitment, but there's something about it to you that's, I don't know if it's that it doesn't sit right with you, or if you're not thrilled or fulfilled about it. Like, part of you doesn't want this, but it looks good. Let's see what your issue is. What is this Ten of Pentacles about? Ooh. No? Okay, this is too many. Okay, this I'll take. Fine. Okay. Capricorn, this is like all in your, okay, I feel like this is all in your head. But anyways, we have the Five of Cups in reverse, so that's good. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like that's fine too, right? And the Fool in reverse. Okay, this is a little problematic. So we're gonna, of course, get to that. Okay, so there is some sort of commitment here, right? And I feel like it's helping you move past some sort of sorrow, some sort of pain, some sort of sadness, or maybe like a dark time in your life with the Five of Cups in reverse. So some of you could be getting a new job, and it sort of takes you out of your misery. And I feel like you've been feeling really, really hopeless about maybe your career or your future or, you know, your finances. And I feel like maybe you've had a sobering experience with the Seven of Cups in reverse, or you've just had, maybe you feel like your dreams have been shattered or shitted on, and you just feel this sense of like hopelessness or lack of optimism or lack of faith in yourself or in whatever this is. I feel like maybe you feel like something's not going to stick, but it is. Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you're not trusting some sort of commitment you've made, or whether that's to a job or a person, like even maybe with the home situation, I kind of feel like maybe you found your forever home, and it's helped you, you know, it's made you a lot happier, but it's also like, it's not as great as you thought. And there's still some element that's problematic. Also in a marriage, there could be some trust issues with the Fool reverse. Maybe you and your partner have been working through some trauma or past, you know, negative past experiences where there was a lot of guilt, sorrow, sadness, and maybe you're getting the truth about whatever that incident was, and it's not really making you optimistic. I'm a little confused, Capricorn. I don't know what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like maybe you're witnessing something at home that's not really making you hopeful, or maybe something about a job isn't really turning out the way that you want, and you're just sort of like taking note of that. Okay, let's see. Why is this Five of Cups in reverse? How many is this? Okay, I can do that. Okay, we have the Lovers in reverse for the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so some of you that are in a marriage, I kind of just feel like maybe you feel really disconnected or detached from your partner. Maybe there's a disconnect with the Lovers reverse. And I feel like it's challenging you to stay optimistic and stay positive when you're not feeling at your best emotionally with the Nine of Cups in reverse. And I think that maybe in the past, because this is a past card, maybe in the past, like your partner has made you feel really rejected. There was a misalignment between you two. You were but in that period, like you were optimistic about it, but did your best to stay detached and keep your expectations in a lukewarm place. But I feel like you're overcoming a situation or a time period where you didn't feel at your best emotionally, and you've just felt very out of touch or very detached or disconnected. And I feel like it's in a way like it's opened you up to new opportunities. It's opening you up more, or it's having you expand your horizons. I think there's something very eye-opening about a marriage or a home situation, like an experience at home or an experience with your partner that you're working through that has caused maybe you not to feel so great, or there could be a lot of guilt attached to it. I think it's sort of expanded, it's given you the a bigger scope, or it's given you the bigger picture on the situation where you're able to successfully overcome whatever this is. But it may not feel good in the process, but I think it's necessary. This whole process is necessary. Bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, I feel like maybe you felt really stuck in the past for a really long time. Maybe you felt like your finances were stuck in the past. Maybe you felt like a connection was stuck in the past, or maybe you just felt like you were always met with bad timing or bad luck. And I feel like you're in a process of overcoming that and leaving that behind and no longer identifying with that because it's in the past, like the past is the past. And now it could still feel difficult for you to move forward in some way, but I feel like you're trying your best to open yourself up and, go with the process here. Also in terms of work too, like maybe you're finally getting this financial abundance, or you're getting this new job, or you're getting the salary that you've always wanted. And I think maybe in the past you haven't, and maybe you've been through a lot of negative experiences with work, but I feel like those experiences have opened you up to this opportunity that's here. And I think, whatever just didn't work out or didn't make you feel good wasn't meant to be. And maybe it was bad timing, maybe it was just not the right opportunity. And I think that you're in the process of recognizing that you are preparing for a more abundant time for yourself, but it just may be difficult to stay positive through the process. Okay, let's get the Seven of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Cups in reverse, and we have the World for the Seven of Cups in reverse. So if this is like a relationship or a marriage, I feel like the rose-colored glasses are coming off, and I think you're seeing how immature somebody is. Or if it's not that, maybe you're seeing like where you need to speak up. I feel like you're not vocalizing something. Just the Page of Cups in reverse. Like maybe you're not vocalizing what you want with this World here. Maybe that's what this is. I feel like you have everything you can ask for at your fingertips with this World here. You can have the world that you want, and I feel like maybe you're still healing from your past or overcoming a lot of difficulty, and it's made you suppress your emotions. It's made you very out of touch or detached. And I feel like past experiences have really gotten the best of you, especially when it comes to your stability. Or even emotionally in relationships, I feel like what you've been through in the past, like maybe there's a chance to speak up with your partner about, getting some sort of closure, or, basically vocalizing something that you want, especially when it comes to positive change and not repeating the past. I feel like this is your time to speak up, but I feel like you're afraid to be vulnerable, or you're afraid to say what you how you feel. Bottom of the deck, we have, there's Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Death card. I just feel like you're traumatized from like a past experience, whether that's work or a relationship. I feel like it's really just emptied you from really like feeling connected to whatever this is. I feel like you've lost like you're feeling out of touch. And I feel like also like people can find you to be very cold, very, you know, rude. Like they could find you to be very rude or very insensitive. So you just want to be careful of that. I do think that you're still in a healing process with the Hermit here. I do think that you're emotionally exhausted. And I think you're just ready to put all this to an end with the Death card. Like, I do think that you are ready for this new chapter with the World, with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I think you're ready for something new, but I feel like I don't think it's attached to whatever this Ten of Pentacles is necessarily. But I think that what you've been through, even though you are overcoming it and you are healing it, it has made you so out of touch with your feelings. And like that takes away from the experience and the like celebration of it all, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get the Fool in reverse. Like, what is this? Capricorn, why are you acting like this? You have the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card. I feel like you're really trying to hold back your tears or your sadness, or there's a lot of suppression going on, Capricorn. Like, I feel sad. Even though the Five of Cups is in reverse, I feel sad because I feel like you're just, I feel like you're suppressing some sort of trauma or some sort of negative experience. And I think that you know it's not okay, or you know that it's not okay. And I think you also know that there's still something about it that doesn't make you feel good, but you're trying to be okay. Like, I feel like you're forcing yourself to be okay. Like, you're shoving down these emotions. And I think that by suppressing, you're just keeping yourself stuck in it. And I think you feel like there's strength in holding on to whatever this is or sticking in this, but I think it's actually, it's like drying you up, and it's making you, it's dehumanizing you. I feel like you've also been trying for so long to like persevere and like stick in there and be confident. And I just think that your past is just getting the best of, like, you're trying not to let it. I think part of you has moved past a lot of it. I think a lot of you has done the inner work to overcome a lot of it, but I still feel like it finds you at times. And I think it finds you when you're winning with the Ten of Pentacles. I think when you're in a space where you are being at your best self, or when the universe blesses you with something, your fears and your experiences from the past, even though you've moved past them and they're not as fresh, I feel like they somehow in the back of your mind, you know, it creeps in and it sort of sucks the celebration aspect of it for you. And it takes away your optimism and your hope. And it's just sad because I would want you to have, you know, the gratitude and the excitement that anybody would for whatever this is, because I think it's actually really good. I just think a lot of this suppressed shit could start to get in the way. And it's not because you're letting the past affect you as much as it used to. I think the way that you feel about it all is getting in the way of you feeling the way, you know, feeling positively about whatever this is. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like maybe you feel like you've achieved some level of success with the Ten of Pentacles, right? And I feel like even though that's great and it's exciting, I feel like you should be excited about this, but maybe you're not, because you feel like no one was supporting you or no one was helping you, and you feel like you've done this all on your own. And I think that aspect of it where you don't feel supported on your journey, I think that has gotten to you. And I think you've been putting it aside in order to climb to the top, like in true Capricorn fashion, right? Like, I think in order to get to the top, like, you've pushed that aside so you could get to where you were trying to go. And I think now that you're there and you can sort of take a breath, you're sort of recognizing like, okay, well, where's my people to support me? Maybe you also feel like you're not getting any help, but I think that you're in a good place with this 10 of Pentacles. I just feel like you're just looking, you know, you're looking at, you're revisiting and you're acknowledging all the feelings that you should have acknowledged a while ago in the process, and it's like catching up to you. And it's catching up to you at a time when you really should be celebrating and you should be excited. And instead it's just, you know, it's haunting you in a way. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, listen, I know this is a tough conversation we're going to have right now. And this is some tough love I'm going to give you, but you don't always have to be strong on your own. You don't always have to, especially with the Strength card here, you see? You don't always have to do everything on your own. You don't have to, it's okay to show a little bit of weakness. It's okay, you're human. Like, I feel like you've just been on go mode and on like hustle mode, and you're not allowing yourself to be human. And I think that you need to acknowledge when you need help, or when you know, maybe where you just may need extra work on something. Like, it's okay not to be perfect. I think it's okay to like acknowledge where things go wrong, or where you've made mistakes, or, you know, where maybe you've missed the mark, and acknowledge that and learn something from it. I feel like this is your opportunity to get better at something. And I think you also don't have to feel like you're on your own. I think it's okay to rely on people and have a moment of weakness here and there. You're always there for people when they're in this position, aren't you? So why wouldn't you deserve that support? Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like there's something here worth celebrating with this 10 of Pentacles. I think your success has manifested, or some sort of abundance or security and stability has manifested for you, but there's some aspect of it where you're still feeling dissatisfied. And I think that element of it is that you feel like you have no one to share it with, or that you don't have the support that you give to others. Like, you kind of just feel like you were riding this out by yourself, like you were your own ride or die. And I think that being in that sort of position has really, it's caught up to you. Okay, let's get a Rebel Oracle. Oh, 2 wanted to come out, so we'll take it. Okay, you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on, let that shit go, your soul, thank you. Okay, yeah, exactly. Like, it's okay, like I said, it's okay to show emotion. It's okay to have a moment of weakness. Like, you're human, Capricorn. And you also make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you're at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, maybe next time you can ask for help, or next time you can, you know, maybe this is your chance to do things better this time around. Maybe where you've made your mistakes, like, don't be so hard on yourself. I think this is, you know, a chance to really take stock of your strengths and your weaknesses, and who's there for you and who's not. So that was your reading, Capricorn. Hope that helped and resonated with you. Let's move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see. What is the overall energy for you for this new moon in Aries? Ooh, okay, we have the Lovers. Very nice. So this could be literally like, maybe you are coming together with someone and it's romantic, or, you know, you're meeting a soulmate, or you're just really connecting with somebody on a soul level. Also, there could be some serendipitous event going on, or something that feels fated or meant to be. Also, you could just really be in alignment for positive things, and, you know, just to be connected with the universe. And, you know, I also feel like this is you too, like being in unison with somebody. Like, it feels really organic. It feels like you and your person are on the same page. So if you're connecting with someone right now, this is really good energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like for those of you who are connecting with someone or in a relationship, I feel like this is going to be a really nice time to maybe ask someone on a date, or to, you know, send that text, reach out to somebody that you feel a connection with, and, you know, maybe make plans, see each other. So, okay. Also too, I think also if you're, aside from the love storyline, being in alignment and being at peace and, you know, staying balanced, I feel like is going to bring in, you know, attract somebody your way, or attract something that's really, you know, appealing to you your way. So that's interesting. All right, let's see. What is this Lovers about? Oh my God. What the heck is this? Okay, Aquarius. We have the Strength card. We have the Five of Swords. Uh-oh. And we have the Death card. Wow, we have 3 major arcanas out here. Okay, so... okay, so let's preface it 2 ways here, yeah? So if this is a relationship, I kind of feel like there is a new beginning. Oh, no, sorry. Okay. There's a potential for a new beginning or some sort of change within a connection. And I feel like there's some sort of argument or incident with the Five of Swords that's going to challenge this relationship to really test if it is really maybe meant to be, or if this is really who you're supposed to be with. I think if you could weather this storm of the Five of Swords with the Strength card and really hold your own and persevere and stay strong and work through whatever conflicts arise with grace, then I think you guys will be able to make it. Also too, like this could be an end to some bickering or some arguing, and sort of taking the high road and doing things more from a loving place. Having the strength to overcome challenges and obstacles in a relationship in order to reach a new phase as well. Now, if it's not about a person, this could just be you getting into alignment and you have a new chapter, and it's going to challenge you to really, you know, fight for what it is that you want, and to stand up for yourself. Maybe you're going to have, if it's like a job, maybe you're going to be challenged to negotiate or to, you know, go back and forth with somebody in order to, you know, stand your ground or, you know, protect yourself with the Strength here. So, is this out of order? It is. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Uh-oh, and then we have the Three of Pentacles here. And then we have the Four of Cups. No! Okay, so if this is a person, I kind of feel that 2 things. We'll definitely clarify when we'll know when we clarify. But I kind of feel like maybe a disconnect or an end to a relationship is meant to be right now with somebody. And it could be due to a third party situation. Like maybe someone's ghosting you because of a third party. And I think this could make you feel, or this person feel, if this is you doing this to them, really rejected with the Four of Cups, or not enough. Because the Four of Cups and the Five, so this is feeling like you're not satisfied, and the Five of Pentacles can make you feel like, you know, inadequate or insecure. So you also could be comparing yourself to people. Like maybe you're comparing yourself to other people, or other people are you know, giving you their 2 cents, or making comments to make you question like your worth or what you have to offer. But I think this is a time where you're being challenged to be put, you know, you're being challenged to have the confidence and not give in to your insecurities, and to be open in order to be in alignment for what's next for you. All right, let's see. What is this Five of Swords about? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh, okay. We have the Seven of Wands, the Empress, and the Fool in reverse. Okay. A lot of major arcanas here, Aquarius. Okay, so I feel like there's an argument brewing. And it could get a little heated with the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's an argument brewing with somebody that you do care about. And I think the purpose of it is because you're trying to protect them with the Seven of Wands and the Empress here. I feel like, oh, Aquarius. I kind of feel like maybe there's a fight going on in a connection because either you or your partner is trying to hide or defend some third party, some Empress, or they're trying to hide that there's somebody else, and they're not like I feel like if they slip up, they're gonna feel stupid about this entanglement here. I kind of feel like in terms of a connection, you're trying to protect somebody that you care about, but it also, it's not smart, or it could just make you look really bad with the Fool reverse. Like, this may not be the best decision. And I think in terms of this argument, like, someone may try to bait you to expose whatever this is or make you look bad. So I think it's trying to tell you not to take the bait and maybe put an end to maybe this confusion or this conflict. Damn, what the hell is this, Aquarius? Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. I feel like someone's going to ask you if you're in a relationship or if you're already connected. Whoa. And I feel like you're going to try to hide it, but I think it's going to be really hard for you to hide because I think this person is kind of on to you, or you're on to this person. And I think that there's someone here that doesn't trust the other. Like, they feel like there's somebody else that they're hiding, or there's somebody else in the picture. Also, there could be someone who's pregnant here with the Empress. With this Page of Swords, it could be a child. Someone's trying to conceal a pregnancy or hide that they have kids, maybe. Okay, what is this Death card about? Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to warn you here. The Death card is clarified by the Hierophant in reverse, the Judgment in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, I think that you... Oh my God. Okay, this could go either way. I feel like you or somebody else that you're involved with has a third party, even though I don't see any threes here. I feel like somebody's hiding something really important with this Empress. I feel like there is a strong connection you have with someone. You could be married to this person with the Hierophant in reverse. And I think that this relationship, even though it feels right, there's something about it that's not right. And there's a conflict or an argument brewing. And I think it's because there are trust issues here. And you either think that your person has somebody else or that they're hiding somebody else, or someone is accusing you of this. I also think some sort of pregnancy, like trying to conceal some sort of pregnancy becomes a thing here. And I feel like whatever this conflict is, or whatever this argument is, or whoever's accusing who of what, I feel like that's making this marriage or this commitment come to an end, and there's no second chances with the Judgment in reverse, and it's just too unreliable. I feel like somebody's a player here, and I think somebody is just double dipping, as I like to say, and I think they're going to get found out. So if you're dealing with someone and you're suspicious that they're cheating, or that they got someone pregnant, or that they're hiding something, I feel like you are onto them. I think it takes a lot of strength to hold them accountable for that. And I think there is a need to address your trust issues. And I think, if you find out what you find out, I think putting an end to, what's not stable and what's not working. And especially if someone can't be honest and upfront with you, then, you're out. And equally the same, if someone feels this way about you, I feel like maybe you're trying to hide something from someone. Maybe you're trying to hide a pregnancy from your partner, or maybe you're trying to hide that you're with somebody else. And I think you're trying to hide it, you're trying to cover it up because you don't want your partner to not trust you, or you just don't want to be embarrassed. But I feel like there is if you're not careful, there's a big chance that you could slip up and say something to give it away if you're trying to hide something. And I think that just could cause some, a commitment or a relationship to come to an end. And it's going to be hard for it to work after that. Like, it's hard to come back after that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody hiding something here. There's somebody hiding some sort of information. And it's just causing a lot of obstacles. It's causing a lot of challenges here. Let's get one card for advice. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is your energy. So I think you just need to be honest, Aquarius. Like, if you need to call somebody out on their bullshit and you think that they're lying, or you think that they're playing with you, or you think that they're hiding something, call them the fuck out. And set your boundaries. Like, say what it is you want. Be honest. And I think if someone is accusing you, I feel like you're going to be cornered into having to confess and be honest. You could still protect yourself and protect your privacy, but I think it's going, honesty is your best policy here. And holding, and if someone's coming at you and, or if you know that somebody's hiding something from you and they're breaking, they're tearing this marriage apart, or they're being unfaithful, like, call them out. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, I just feel like maybe you're thinking, think through what you want to say. If you feel like you have to confront someone or stand up for yourself, you may think through like what you're going to say before you say it. Maybe you're going to plan how you're going to go about this confrontation or have this discussion with this person. And I think maybe this whole thing, either way it goes, I think it's going to make you sort of reevaluate or, think ahead for your future. Like, then once you sort of know what to do, like you get your answer here, you'll sort of know how to plan ahead or move forward. All right, let's get a Rebel Oracle to close it off. All right, you need a big fucking hug, squeeze. Yeah, I feel like you could find out that somebody, that somebody's pregnant, or someone you're with got someone else pregnant, or maybe you're pregnant and you're overwhelmed by a pregnancy, and your marriage or your relationship is rocky, and you and your significant other are just having a difficult time. So that was your reading, Aquarius. Hope that helped and resonated for you. Let's move on to Pisces. All right, last but not least, Pisces. Let's see, what is the overall energy for you for the new moon in Aries? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be taking your time, pacing yourself with a goal or a project or a job. I definitely see that you're making progress, taking your time, maybe learning a lesson or learning something new, going on a new journey. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Oh, so some of you, and then behind that we have the Sun, and then we also have Temperance here. So some of you may be also healing or slowly recovering from maybe being sick, or maybe just not feeling at your best. Some of you could have been ill or just lethargic, or maybe you just needed some time off to catch up on sleep. And I feel like now you're sort of getting back on your 2 feet and you're able to sort of, move about more. It may be a little slow going, but nonetheless, you're up and running again. So that looks really, really nice. All right, let's see. What is this Knight of Pentacles about? All right, we have the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Yeah, I definitely think that you're healing from something. I feel like for some of you with the healing storyline, I feel like some of you, like I said, could have been recovering from some time off where you've maybe taken sick leave or you haven't been feeling well. And I feel like now you're sort of up and running to sort of handle business and, you know, take care of what needs to be done, move on and move forward with your life. And I think it's because you're feeling better. You're feeling more like yourself, or you're just feeling like you're more in a place where you can, you know, be back on your 2 feet and go on with the show. Now, with others of you with a goal, I kind of just feel like if you're working on a project and the downtime wasn't really your storyline, I kind of feel that you've really taken some time to meditate on a goal or a project or business idea. And I think now you're sort of ready to execute it and put it into motion. And I think that as long as you're clear and you have a plan and you know exactly what you want and you pace yourself, I really think that you're going to see whatever this goal or project or plan is really turn out really beautifully for you with the Star. So that's awesome. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like maybe in the process, because it is slow, it may feel like you don't really know where things are going, or maybe you feel like you need more information on something before you fully execute it, and maybe that's why you're pacing yourself. So as long as you're patient and as long as you do what needs to be done, I think you're going to be good. Okay, let's see. What is this Queen of Swords? What does she have to say? Oh, wow. Ooh, okay. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, which is your energy. We have the Eight of Cups, which is more of your energy. And we have the Magician. Okay. So you could be, some of you could be in charge of something with the Queen of Swords or giving demands. I feel like you're connecting with, I feel like, you're definitely on your way to manifest something or achieve something that you had set out, that you really thought long and hard about, that you've probably done a lot of your research and you've meditated on whatever this is for a really long time. And I think you're really very ready to strategically put this and methodically put this into action. And I think you are. And I think this is something that feels very in your element with the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is something you've been searching for a really long time with the Eight of Cups. And now you're sort of, you're stumbling along parts of the puzzle, like the pieces of the puzzle, and you're putting it all together. I feel like you're cultivating something here and it looks really nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like maybe things have a hard time sticking or advancing, but again, I think it's all because, you know, you're in between spaces with this Knight of Pentacles. Like you're not a page, like you're not a novice, but you're also not a king. You know, you're sort of falling in the middle here. Maybe you're looking to advance maybe in a company, but you're still working your way up the ladder, or you're still like a junior and you're trying to work up to that senior level, but you're not quite there yet. But I definitely see you making moves and making progress in that direction. So I think that's really good. Okay, let's get the Star. What is this about? Okay. We have the Nine of Cups, very nice. The King of Wands, and the Nine of Swords in reverse for the Star. I think this is amazing. I think you have processed enough of, you know, you've overprocessed your ideas. You know what you want. And I think you feel really confident about it. And I think you're just going to go out and get it. I see you taking so much action. I see this confidence. I see this enthusiasm. I see intention, direction. And I think just the thing that could trip you up or stress you out at times is just the fact that, like, it's just the pace of it. Or maybe you want to be at a certain level, but like you still have ways to go. But I definitely, if you're looking to achieve something or to get promoted or to level up in some way, I definitely see that happening. It's just, again, you're going to have to be patient and just make sure that you stay on track with whatever this is, because it's very beautiful energy. Okay, let's get one card for advice. Oh, sorry, I meant to tell you the bottom of the deck before was the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of also feel like, before I get into the advice, I kind of also feel like you're it's not so much of like a joint effort where you're collaborating with others. And if you are, I feel like they're not moving quick enough for you, or they're not moving the way you want them to move. So I feel like whatever this is a very independent project or a very independent journey, but I see you really doing well on your own here. And I think you feel good about doing this on your own as well. So advice, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So I definitely think that, again, patience, because the 8 of Pentacles in reverse goes back to the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about waiting, you know, especially after you've invested in something, you're waiting to see results. Maybe you need to just leave some room for results or feedback before you just kind of keep going. I feel like you just want to go and like streamline things, and I think that's great. But I think whatever this is, it needs you to pause from time to time, or it needs you to just do things in stages, or it requires you to be more patient, or there's just like all these layers and levels to things where you kind of have to like pace yourself and, you know, wait. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So I definitely think that you're going to make progress in the right direction. I think whatever this is going to take off and do really, really well. But again, leaving room for error, doing the whole trial process, figuring out what works and what doesn't, and being patient and being open to constructive criticism and whatever other steps that are necessary in the process. Let's get a Rebel Oracle to close it off. You have Rebel, because fuck it. Yeah, I kind of just feel like you're not waiting around for people. I feel like whatever this is a very independent venture, and an independent journey, an independent project, an independent endeavor. And I think you just like don't have the patience to like wait around for other people, and you have your own agenda and you know exactly what you want, you know how you want to do it, and go for it. I think it looks good, Pisces. So that was your reading, Pisces. Hope that helped and resonated with you. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in, especially if you've watched this far. Hope you guys enjoyed the messages and that they were helpful and that they resonated. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my services menu, as well as the pricing and the way to contact me, is in the description box below. So until the next video, I will see you the next time. Bye.